Hey, Mike, you about to have me in front of all Japanese people not tipping shit.
Oh man, he's gonna start going to Japanese restaurants now. My man Mike says y'all don't like tips, so I'm home here. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Canadian Talkin Shop podcast. My name is Stu Francis, and joining me today is my co-host, the man in BC who has not melted away in the heat wave yet, the king of the Cheems memes, the funny little yellow dog, Mr. Mike Berikoff. What's going on, brother?
Up and alive and happy to live life. Great day here.
I was wondering what was going on there. I'm just like, that was a super delayed reaction, but it's time for the fuckery to begin. So you've been suspicious and you have no idea what's going on, why I'm recording on my end. So for our viewers watching and it looks a little different, it's because I'm recording on my end. My settings are a little different and there's a reason for that today. So let's just get right to it, man. And we're bringing in a really good friend of mine. What's going on, Huncho? Oh, he's still connecting, I think. But I see him. There it is. What's going on, Huncho?
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
Okay. I don't know how it was working, but it's working.
It is working. So welcome to the show, man. So
what's up, man?
So Mike was wondering what was going on. I didn't tell him you were joining us today. I was on some suspect shit. He knew that there was some suspect shit going down. So I'll make the formal introductions. Mike, this is my really good friend Huncho. He and I met through Xbox actually on NBA 2K16, I want to say.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I tried playing that game. I got fucking slayed.
He's got a whole family of people going on over there. So, but do you have a quiet space that you can reach for a little bit, Hunch?
I'm here. I'm kicking everybody out now.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so we met on NBA 2K there was 2016 edition, but it was in 2015.
Yeah.
I haven't played much anymore, but he doesn't hold it against me. But anyway, and this is Mike, and obviously you know a bit about Mike, so the introduction's been made.
What's up, man?
Yeah, I'll be watching y'all. I'll be listening on
Awesome.
Spotify.
That's awesome, man.
Okay, so you're one of the 10 people that listens off of the audio.
Yeah.
We get more views and numbers on the YouTube than we do on the audio, but we appreciate you no less.
Oh shit! I've been playing the game, so I'll be like, let me click. Oh, they dropped a new thing. Let me go ahead and listen.
That's
there
awesome.
It is. Yeah, you're our first official guest, actually. I mean, I did have a guest on the previous format, but on the new format, you're the first guest.
Well, let me feel like Soldier Boy then. I'm the first to do it.
That's one thing, actually. So Mike's really into hip hop, and he's actually a hip hop artist himself. So,
oh, you be rapping, Mike?
I haven't been rapping for a while. Stu kind of put me on the fucking spot there.
Well, Huncho rap too. So
I write.
Mm-hmm.
I write as much as I can when I get a chance, and I was supposed to be working on a video this month, but fucking life just kind of went fucking shoo.
That's how it be.
Yeah. So I just supporting my friends and shit right now. But
when I first started rapping, I got put on the news, so I know exactly what you mean.
Tell the story if you can. Can you tell the story, or is the statute of limitations up?
No, I can tell the story. Want me to tell you the whole exact thing, or just tell you how it happened?
Tell us whatever you want to tell us.
Oh, we can smoke on here?
We can smoke on
dude,
here.
Dude.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually wait until the end now to do it, but it's a special occasion.
I was I ain't gonna say no names. I was with these dudes, right? I'm with my cousin. He know the dudes. So this like my cousin, like we grew up together. We lived together like forever. So like I trust him. So he like, come to Dayton with me. So I'm like, nah, I don't want to come to Dayton. They're like, come to Dayton with me. I'm like, nah. So he ended up convincing me. I'm like, all right, I'll go. But only way I go is if I get some weed. This should have been my cue though, because I could find no weed nowhere in the whole city. I called everybody. So I'm like, all right, I can't find no weed. I don't want to go. But one of the dudes had some Xanax. So I bought like 6 of them from me. And the dude who I got the Xanax from, he was like doing counterfeit money or so. Like he'd take $1 and turn it into $100. Like he'd take the ink off a dollar bill and then print on $100 on the ink. So like when you mark it, it's gonna mark as a real dollar. You feel what I'm saying? So he used to do that, and I used to like never indulge in that because like that's not my thing. I never knew nothing about that. So my cousin was about to ride with him today, and so he can do his little scam and stuff. So I'm like, nah, I don't want to go. So I buy the Xannies. We get on the road. I pop like 2 of them and go. No, I pop 3 of them and go to sleep. I'm sleeping in the car because I don't want to go. So I'm like, I'm gonna just sleep the whole time. Pop 3 of them, go to sleep. I wake up. Okay, hold up. Where we got to Dayton, it's like the little tourist area where everybody can go shopping. It's hella restaurants and stuff. So I wake up, we there. We at that place. So I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? So I walk in Chipotle because it was a girl. We was mind you, we 3 cars deep. We in a van, we in a Chrysler 300, and we in a Pontiac GX6. So we 3 car, we already look suspicious. So it was a girl in a van with us. She was eating Chipotle when I woke up. I go get a fork out of Chipotle because I was trying to get some of her food. But he was in there doing the thing, like the little money thing. So I'm like, oh, let me not. Oh, so I get the fork, walk out, still not thinking nothing of it. So I eat a little bit of Chipotle. I fall back to sleep. I guess they went and did some more restaurants or whatever. I wake back up. We at Speedway, about to get back on the freeway. I'm like, this is why I don't smoke Black and Miles now. I'm like, I need an FT. All I had was $1 in my pocket, literally, because I ain't bring no money because I didn't want to come. So I'm like, I need an FT. The FT is a Black and Miles. I'm like, all right, I go in there. As soon as I walk to the door of Speedway, my cousin called me back, like, grab me one. He give me $1. I'm like, all right. So I go in there, let me get 2 FTs. And then my dude who was with us, he came in there, he trying to get something to drink and some gas. So we talking, I get my FTs. The dude who doing the money thing, I guess he wasn't supposed to do it there, but he came in there anyway. You feel me? So I'm like, oh shit, let me get out. So soon as I'm walking to the door, I hear the lady like, this a fake 100, we're calling the police on you. So in my head, I'm like, we're cool. Like, that's what he get. He shouldn't have did it. We cool. I'm going to go get back in the car with my mouth, and I'm cool. So I get back in the car with my mouth. I popped a Xanny. No, I popped the rest. I popped 3 more Xannies because I know we about to get.
Fuck.
Yeah, I didn't want to be there. I literally didn't want to be there. So
You may as well go somewhere else than in your brain, right?
yeah. So I'm like, if I sleep the whole time, I wouldn't be here. So we get on the road to go back to Columbus, and I'm asleep, right? I wake up, I'm doing this. We crashing. I'm like, what? We done smacked into a horse trailer, and then we done swerved over and hit some signs that's on the side of the road. So we done got off the freeway halfway to Columbus. Guess where we get off the freeway at? To another speedway. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm so high at this time that that when we get out the car, I just fall asleep on the curb. Like I'm sitting in my lap asleep. I wake up, the dude who did the counterfeit money, he pulled up in the 300 and pick us up. That's all I remember. And then I wake up, all I remember is waking up in the morning and my cousin like, The police just came and got a dude who do the counterfeit. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what he get. In my head, I'm like, I said that's what he get. You know what I mean? Da, da, da. So I'm cool. I'm chilling. My baby mom, who wasn't my baby mom at the time, we was just cool. She called me like, you know, you on the news down here? I'm like, I don't know how that can't be me. I don't do nothing down there. Lo and behold, I look on the news. It's me. I'm talking about like this. It looked like an Instagram picture. It was so clear. I had some polo boxers on that had like polo mans all over. You can see the polo mans. That's how clear the picture is. I said, oh my God. They had me all over the news.
Is that from the security camera footage?
They had crazy security camera footage. I'm talking about can point out a pimple in your face. It was so clear. But like, so I had to fight. I had to fight that. That's what made me stop rapping for real, because I'm like, nah, I can't. Even though that would have been good for publicity, but this before scamming and all that was cool. This was when like scammers was looked at as a broke nigga trying to find a way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now scammers is like the best thing ever.
Because like you got to do you, right? Someone's got to look after you, and if you got to cheat the system, it's kind of getting to that way in society.
So I had to start rapping. That was the whole reason I started rapping. That was like 2014. I had to stop. Well, no. Yeah, that was 2014. I beat that whole thing the beginning of 2015. I cut all my hair off. I don't think you remember.
No, because when I met you, I didn't even when I met you online, I didn't even see you for the longest time.
You're right.
So I met you just shortly after this all happened, and it's funny. I've known you since then, and I've never even heard this story, and I've heard so many stories.
Yeah.
But of course, you were just at the wrong place at the wrong time, essentially, right?
I should have just never went when I ain't had no weed.
Yes.
As soon as they said I ain't had no weed, I should have been like, nah, I ain't got no weed. That's all
why did that make you stop rapping, though? Was it the people that you were running with that you were rapping with? Or?
I stopped rapping because I was on the news and I didn't want none of that publicity. And I was about to go hide for a year or two. So I'm like, I ain't no point in me rapping. I should have kept rapping. And then when I got out of quarantine, I would have had so many songs, you know what I mean? But
quarantine, this guy says, running from the law. It's all good. This is quarantine.
Yeah, it was quarantine. Yeah,
just trying to get right.
I was in the country, in the house for like a year or two, literally.
Yeah, that's right. And then,
that's when I met you.
Back. Yeah, yep.
Literally, I met you right, I want to say a week or two after. Okay, look, I went to a segregation room right for that shit. So like they was trying to, first 48 me. So I'm like, cause like anybody know me, I go by O Murder. Like that's my life. Like that's me. O Murder mean like you don't cooperate with the police, no law at all. Like
it's a mafia oath, an old school mafia oath that you take. Yeah, and
exactly.
You don't say nothing, you don't speak nothing, you don't see nothing.
Exactly. So when I was in the interrogation room, I'm like, yo, I don't even know why y'all. It's pointless to have me in here. Huh? You might as well just talk to these walls. So they let me bring my lawyer in there. So my mom and my baby mom was with me. She wasn't my baby mom at the time though, but they was with me too. So I told them to come in here just in case anybody try to speculate anything. So we all in there. They asked me questions. But what tripped me out is because I be studying psychology and everything, right? So I study people movements and how they look and how they bling and how they talk. So I'm in there. He talking to me. He asking me questions. Do you know this person? I'm like, nah, I don't know that. Do you know this? Nah. What was you doing this day? So like when I be thinking like, he like, why are you looking up there? I'm pretty sure I'm thinking. How do you think? I can't think and look at you and say that. I don't work like that. So he basically was like, he basically told me, because I guess the dude who was scamming, I guess he was hitting like so many places that they was like, if your picture in any of these places, different places, we coming to get you. I'm like, I guarantee you my picture on me in none of these, because I don't deal with him. So yeah, but other than that, that was like an eye opener for me for real, like, because I already don't be like hanging with people under like that. And that was just like, that just sealed the deal for me. Now I really don't hang with people. I don't be around people. I never know. You never know.
Well, not even that. You're a family man now. You got kids and all that.
Nah, that's cool. That ain't gonna stop me from hanging with, but like,
Sure, no, but you gain a different perspective on life, and you make decisions a little differently once you have that responsibility, right? And not only that, you're grown and you're just not into that period. And I assume if you didn't even have kids, you wouldn't even be about it anyway. But
I'll be in Canada.
that has been the running joke, is that eventually we'll get you up here one day, and then you'll never
think
go
I'm
back.
playing? I'm dead ass coming up there. I've been telling everybody that. They like, oh, because I went to Vegas, right? I had so much fun in Vegas.
When did you go do that? Recent?
Like a month. Yeah, like a month or two ago.
Oh shit. Okay, was that your first time in Vegas?
Yes, bro. It was
okay. I fucking love Vegas. Where'd you stay?
I stayed at the Luxor, the big pyramid hotel.
Yes. I stayed right beside it at the what's it called now? It's like all medieval and shit like that. And it's right by the Luxor too. The Excalibur, I think it's called.
Excalibur, yeah.
Yeah. I stayed there.
I used to walk over there and use their food. I used to eat their food court.
Yeah, because you can go wherever, right? You can what people don't know is on the Vegas Strip, all the fucking hotels are connected. So
yeah, they close. You can walk down the hallway and be in this hotel, walk down another hallway, you in another. Next thing you know, you don't walk 4 hallways, you down the street, you go outside, you like, damn, my hotel 3 miles away.
Yeah, and you've been asked to party at least 7 times by Vegas hookers on that walk. You never
couldn't do none of that because I was with my girls.
So no, I know, but there's so many of them that just walk down. You want to party and stuff. I'm just like, or
maybe next time.
But did you? I don't know if it's been so many years since I've been there. I was 21 when I was there, so basically when Christ was a cowboy still. But all the pimps on the strip, they like to have stacks of the cards for the call girls, but they can't talk to you legally. So what they did was they slapped the cards together to get your attention, and as soon as you look at them, they can give you the card and start talking about it. Are they still there? Do they still do that?
I don't know. I ain't pay no attention to no pimps or nothing like that. Because I would have been, like, pimps is so funny to me. Like, what they do is not good, you know what I'm saying? But, like, how they act is so hilarious to me, bro. Like, just pimps in general.
Stu, what part of Vegas were you in? It just sounds like you're in a totally different part of Vegas. Hookers and shit.
Like I said, it's been a very long time.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I mean, when I was 21, you guys, that was 13 years ago that took place. So I mean,
wow, you're getting old.
hey, speak for yourself, Mr. Almost 40.
Hey, listen, let me tell y'all this. Y'all's jokes be so funny, bro. I be seeing y'all on Facebook. I be cracking up.
Yeah, that's all Mike on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. He pretty much, like, I do very minimal on there, but I don't provide any of the content. That's all Mike.
Okay. Yeah, I try sometimes. I guess I'm making an effort.
I'll be on there cracking up like, man, they crazy.
And it's funny because if he put the effort on it, like his Cutlet House Plays Facebook page has 15,000 people following it, and you think you put in the effort for us, but
yeah, I seen it.
It's the lucky yellow dog. People love the lucky yellow dog.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then use the fucking lucky yellow dog.
Yucky little dog.
Yeah, you yucky little fucking dog.
It's like a special gem. It's mine. I'm not passing it to anybody. It's mine.
Well, there you have it. Well, let's it's been great on the intro. It's been a great start to the episode, but just got to do a few plugs to start off, and then we can get right into it.
Plug them in.
All right, let's do that. So episode 10 is coming up, people. Q&A. It's going to be a Q&A. Send in your questions. If you have any questions, send them by DM on any of the social media platforms, or email me at stu@canadiantalkinshop.ca. You can also find on Instagram a post that we have up right now, and Facebook. So you can post your comment or your question on one of those posts. And audio listeners, like, follow, or subscribe wherever you are listening to this. Apple Podcast listeners, throw us a 5-star review, leave us a comment, any of the comments that we hopefully will eventually see. I don't know how the fuck it all works with this Apple nonsense. I'm an Android guy personally. Regardless, I'm still trying to figure it out. Can't see any of the comments yet, but some of you guys have said that you've made them. Apologies. Blame your own fucking Apple products. Switch to Android.
Those that have made comments with their Apple phones, if you take a screenshot of it and you send it to one of us, or you post it on one of our pages, we'll read it out.
100%. Stacy,
you can screw the system. Screw over the system.
Screw over the system, indeed. Stacy actually did that, and you think that I'd be a good podcast host and be prepared with this to read, but of course I don't. Moving on. So search Canadian Talkin Shop podcast on YouTube and check out the video version of the podcast there. Leave us a review in the comments. We'll read it on the air. We also have bonus content that comes out every Saturday at noon. So check us out there. Right now, we are trying to get to 50 subscribers. Right now, we're sitting at 39. The goal is to get to 50 subscribers by the end of August. So please like, share the YouTube channel with your friends in your stories. Take a screenshot. Let us know that you're supporting us, and tag us at CTS_pod on Instagram, and at _Cutlet House _ on Instagram as well. And speaking of our Instagram, we're sitting at 243 subscribers right now. We're looking to get to 300 by the end of August, so please follow us on Instagram. We do a lot of stories and whatnot on there, and things that are actually going to be introduced in the episodes, so check us out there. And then check us out like Hunch was saying here about our Facebook and all the funny content. You can check Mike out at CT Shop Pod on Facebook. So other than that, we're going to get right to it, and we're going to go into our first segment here. And this was actually inspired. Mike's already seasoned up because he knows. So I drive for a food delivery company in Canada. And one of the things that we bank on as drivers are tips. Well, I'm talking to this fucking guy this week, and he's telling me how he's made a skip the dishes order and he didn't tip. And I'm going to let him divulge why he didn't tip, but it brings to the question, tipping. Do you tip or do you not tip? And since you're our guest, Huncho, and I'm going to be calling you Bink too, so that's also, but Bink, take it away. Do you tip or do you not tip? Yeah, the delivery driver, taxi man, wherever it's time to tip.
I do both. I ain't gonna say I don't. I definitely most of the time don't tip though. But that's because if I don't tip, it's because either if I order pizza, right? And say be here by 10:45. You bring that pizza 10:30, I'm not tipping. 11:30, I'm not tipping. Now, if we out to eat and the waiter makes sure the food get there, I ask for a drink, it get there fast, I'm gonna tip you for sure. I don't know, certain occasions I tip and don't tip. You know what I mean? If you're an asshole about the shit, I'm not tipping you. I don't care how I go. If you respectful, you knock on my door, thank you. I'm tipping you for sure because I'm respectful. I live and die off respect. Everything about me is respect. So if you knock my door, hey, how you doing? I got your pizza, and thank you. I'm gonna tip you. Now, if you take your pizza, I'm gonna shut my door right in your face, right there. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? So I do both.
See, I'm gonna respond to that, but first, I'm gonna let Mike take the floor here because I'm gonna save my energy for addressing both of you on this one, but especially him.
Okay, so it's a very rarely occasion that I tip. You're a very special individual if you get a tip from me.
Mm-hmm. Why?
And no, it's not large by any means. So, all right. So it kind of starts off with I just never bothered to tip. I just never felt like it was something I needed to do. You get paid for your job. You're doing it. Going in, you might not get tips today. You might get tips. I worked as a bartender. I get tips all the time. You'd never make the mistake to rely on the tips. And that's kind of where I kind of get that vibe off of people that think that someone else should be tipping, is it's kind of like they want that in society. And now if you look over in countries like Japan, it's an insult to tip people. Now, once I learned this little tidbit, any Japanese restaurant I go into, I don't tip them. And it's not because I'm just don't want to tip them. It's even a respect thing, because they look at it as if you're in their restaurant and you tip them, they need your help. They're like a lesser that needs your help, and they're looking at it like, oh, I don't need your fucking charity. So when they come here and people tip them, they actually kind of have to change their thought process of it, right? So sushi places and all that shit, I don't tip them for that main reason right there. Skip the dishes. There's times where I literally am on my last buck with all their fucking fees they have. So and then you see the option, they automatically give you tip 15%. It's like, fuck off. I'm not tipping someone $12 fucking. Fuck, you fucking crazy? That's a meal, motherfucker. I don't call people out for not tipping. If someone's with me and they want to leave a tip, it's sure. But man, I see someone leave a fucking 50 on that table, I'm questioning life. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man? You're giving this fucking waiter of the shit restaurant a $50 tip?
Yeah.
But each their own, right? So yeah, I guess I tip occasionally. And if I do tip, sometimes it almost feels like it's out of obligation. It's maybe if you don't tip, you're going to get bad service, or you don't act like you're going to tip, you're going to get bad service. And it's why the fuck should I be held to that standard? So, yeah. No tipping.
Well, then. Okay. Well, so my stance on tipping is a lot like Bink's. It's service dependent. It's dependent on how you present yourself, speed, quality of time, blah, blah, blah. It's different when you are a food delivery driver, and I've done pizza. I'm done now. Skip the dishes. I don't care. I'll say it. Fuck it. Who cares? When you're working for Skip the Dishes as a driver, you're not banking on the tips, but you don't get paid very well. And as you said, there is a lot of fees that come with that food delivery service for the customer, and they don't share too much of the profit. We're really almost in a way needing our customers to tip us, because if you don't tip us, especially, to give you an example, I was given a job that was 19 kilometers away. I'm sorry, Bink, I don't know how many miles that would be, maybe 11.
Yeah. What's Skip the do, by the way?
Pardon me?
What is Skip the Dishes? Is it like DoorDash?
Like DoorDash or Uber Eats, yes, yeah. And I had a job that was about 19 clicks away, and it was out in the fucking boonies, and they actually started delivering outside of zones. They didn't tell any of the drivers this, but they're now accepting 15 kilometers outside of zones that they don't compensate you for. Again, I know this is a driver issue and you should know this if you're signed, but they didn't even tell us that. So I accepted this order because if you don't accept a certain amount of orders, they punish you. And they put you lower on the queue. They don't match you up with jobs as often. And sometimes they can decrease your pay because they do what's called a top up. So if someone like, Mike doesn't tip, then usually we would need a top up to make it a minimum of $6. But if you decline so many orders, they put you out of the queue, and they also will not tip up your stuff. So it could be maybe a $3 order instead of a $6 order. So anyway, I'm going 19 clicks out to this person's house because I'm in the situation where I can't afford to really decline too much. I got to take what I can take. and it was only $7. And I come to realize afterwards, I'm like, I just drove 19 kilometers for you out of town. You should be ever so fucking grateful that a food service has now chosen to deliver to your area, you hillbilly fuck that lives out in the boons. You toothless fuck can't even tip me. Like, what the fuck? Like, this bitch didn't even tip me, boys. Like, that's so disrespectful at that point.
But yeah.
Like, the fuck you talking about? And I mean, it's like, I always come with good customer service. I drive quick as a motherfucker because I'm trying to deliver that shit and get right to the next job. So trust me, people get speed and accuracy, and I'm a customer service man. I've worked in customer service pretty much my whole life. So you get proper customer service every time. But I saw after this bitch didn't tip, and it infuriated me. So, but with Mike's situation, you want to be Japanese just so you don't have to tip. I know it in my heart. That shit is
too.
it's the funniest thing to me, but I mean, like you said, to each his own. I'll bust your balls for whatever. My stance is, though, on anyone that says I'm down to my last dollar and I'm using services and food services like Skip the Dishes, maybe you should cook at home.
Yeah, get you some noodles. They're $1. That way you feel me?
I'll reply to that, and maybe you should get a more fuel efficient vehicle.
Well, it's nothing wrong with my vehicle. My vehicle's very fuel efficient. I actually barely use gas on it. That has nothing to do with the situation. It was the piss off was the time that it took to go out there and back.
That's where you put on some Billy Joel and you just lay back, chill, and hit that road, that country road with all that scenery. That's your tip. You get to see all the scenery. You get to see the farmland. Beautiful area you would have never explored before, and this person gives you this opportunity, and all you take from that is you didn't tip me. Like, who's the jerk here, really, when you think about it?
Well, it's clearly me now, because if you put it that way, I'm sold. Oh my god, how could I have not thought that way? Wow.
Man, he said that's your tip, the scenery. That's funny.
That is funny. You fuck. Yeah.
Make you move out the way. I would move out the way just for that. Your tip is seeing all this beautiful shit.
I haven't grown up here my whole entire life and seen all this beautiful shit for all my life, but hey, that's his perspective is everything. This is Mike's wisdom. This is what this segment should be called, is Mike's wisdom, where he'll just take something and manipulate it in a way to make it sound like it's a good thing. You would have made a great lawyer. A great lawyer.
I actually have been put in situations in life where I have to represent myself in court.
Why am I not surprised? Clearly you wouldn't pay for a lawyer if you wouldn't even tip your fucking delivery driver, so of course you're gonna represent your damn self.
The biggest joy for me, though, was there was one incident where I represented myself and I defeated a lawyer, and that felt so good inside.
I would have cried. I would have been so happy.
It's like winning a championship or something. Tell us this. Can you tell us the story?
I would have been like, fuck your job.
I can't necessarily tell details, but it was over a small claim.
Oh, okay. So you went to small claims and beat someone at small claims. That's still, not to discredit you, that's still a victory. Don't get me wrong.
You beat somebody who went to school for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You won.
For time, yeah. And here you are.
Won. Just regular old Mike come through and said, fuck your job.
And your education and the years it took you to get it.
Fuck your high school, fuck your college, and your job. I win. Hashtag I win.
Well, I mean, it's clear as day that it's a controversial thing, tipping, because a lot of people believe that, especially with like waitresses and waiters and stuff like that, you shouldn't bank on your tips, but they get paid less hourly. It's really awkward. It's almost in an unfair situation. I'd almost probably prefer it to be more like Japan, where I'm assuming that they'll get paid based off the fact that they won't get tips and probably have more of a guaranteed income versus the capitalist way of being a waiter or a waitress, where it's like you can earn unlimited potential, but we're only going to give you a really small base, which is it puts you in fight or flight mode.
I've had this conversation. See, I don't know if my baby mom gonna watch this, but I don't care. I've been with girls who was waiters. Like, I've been with multiple girls who was waiters, right? and they always say tip because this and that and that and this. And I'll be like, I don't know, like I don't know. I feel Mike, but then again, like, drop my ashtray. I feel Mike, but in the same, I don't know if you got good service. I feel like I gotta tip you because now I feel like an asshole, even though I'm already an asshole by nature. But one thing about me is I don't care. I don't care about your feelings. I ate my food. I'm about to walk out. You can be mad at your manager or at yourself for picking this job. But good service to change all that. You saying, hey, how you doing? Or thank you. Or I don't know. Just simple shit. Some little shit could have got you paid. Then again, some little shit couldn't have got you paid because you could have looked at me wrong, or you could have dropped the plates on the table or something too hard or something, or slid. I don't know. It could be something. I'm fucked up like that, so I don't know. It's weird with me. I just dropped my damn ashtray. I'm sorry.
We're like, what? Not even an hour in and already all high, fucking dropping shit. So I think the verdict is that tipping is a controversial subject. Mike, do you have any last thoughts on tipping before we move on?
The best tip is one that comes from the heart. I think that's the one we need to focus on, because a tip is not something that has monetary value, and that's what we need to focus on. Like, I'm assuming that drivers in Japan, they probably just wouldn't be doing a lot of the skip the dishes things and would focus on other work avenues, so to say, if I was to make an assumption. So
there you have it, people. The Japanese, their drivers are smarter than myself and others in the field.
I never said that they were smarter.
That's what the conclusion you drew. I
said they perhaps would not be following this career with such ambition that us as North Americans do.
Hey, backhanded or front-handed, a slap is a slap. Fuck out of my face.
Nah, see, I feel what he's saying because, like, tips is disrespect. So they'd be driving like, man, everybody would be disrespectful to them. Say if they was door dashing, right? A Japanese person. Every time they get there, it's a tip. I don't want this shit. You feel what I'm saying? But us from, Canada and America, we like, nigga, where that tip at? What the fuck is it? Nah, I'm not walking away from this door instead of $3 or something. So I don't know. It go hand in hand. I feel what Mike's saying because they probably wouldn't like this job.
I'm taking it that thing. What the fuck? I don't want this. Get away from my house.
Give me the regular pay, nigga. I'm gone. They take this shit. Hey, Mike, you about to have me in front of all Japanese people not tipping shit.
Oh, man. He's going to start going to Japanese restaurants now. But my man Mike says y'all don't like tips, so I'm home here.
This is going to be my face every time.
That fucking tip jar at a Japanese restaurant is fucking, like, empty, man. They usually will give you something when you leave. Like, this one place used to go to, and sad thing, it got shut down because of COVID and all that shit. But they had little origami fucking Pokemon and shit they'd make. And it was like, here, have one of these. Oh, and here, have some chocolates and stuff here. And off you go.
Oh.
And where, like, the tip jars, there's a little tip jar for people that maybe don't know this about their culture, right? And it's just fucking empty, right? And it's like, they want to give you shit. They don't want your fucking extra money. It's crazy. Damn. It's cool. Crazy cool.
I wish I was Japanese. Fuck. I'm like, give me just everything y'all turned down. Give it to me. Just give it to me. Anything. Everything.
I'm praying that one day someone that is of Japanese descent or Japanese hops on here and goes into the comments and goes, you guys are stupid as fuck. We love tips. We've been taking tips forever. Sometimes I love to just give the tip. You know?
Bro, you'll be mad. He get in the comments like, facts.
We don't want your money. Fuck out of here.
We don't want that shit. He ain't lying. Mike, that's facts.
All of a sudden, we just get this crazy Japanese following. Finally, someone in the Western culture speaks for us.
If you did get a Japanese following, bro, you'll have so many people. That's crazy.
Man, that would be hilarious. I'd be all for that.
That's part of the boost on my site because most of them are actually from the Philippines and India.
Yeah, you got a lot of Southeast Asia. Yeah, a lot of Southeast Asia.
It spreads as soon as it goes there. Like it's like wildfire. And Cheems is kind of universal, so his memes like can kind of go all over the world. You don't really need to. You can make memes without any words.
I've been doing little TikToks and shit here and there, and them motherfuckers been getting a lot of views. Like I'm getting a couple 2 or 3K here and there. I ain't got 15K like you, but I done had 2 or 3K. Couple videos. I feel like that's kind of nice for me to I don't go like looking for follows. I just drop content on there and then walk away, or I wake up in the morning and be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly wish I had the drive to do TikTok, because I know TikTok is where it's at and whatnot, but I'm just trying to get comfortable getting in front of a camera, period. I'm not really or comfortable with that yet.
TikTok is so easy because, like right now, we in the camera for X amount of time. TikTok is a 60-second thing. It could be a 15-second thing. You feel what I'm saying? So you ain't got to necessarily be on the camera that long. And then you can edit it to where you straight. You look right. You ain't looking crazy. You ain't sounding crazy. So yeah, nah. But like, I couldn't never in life be one of them dancing niggas on TikTok.
Right, yeah. It's just I feel like that's where the majority
I've learned that TikTok got its own sections. Like you'll get like right now, I follow mechanic TikTok. So every time I get on TikTok, there's motherfuckers working on cars, mechanics teaching you shit. I follow like food TikTok where they show just food, motherfuckers cooking food. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really see too much dancers, but like then you got people who like to see that shit who search dancers, and so every time they get on, it'll be dancers and shit on their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my baby mom be watching like because people go in there and tell their story. Oh, I got raped when I was 7 and like my baby mom always watch shit like that. So when she get on her shit, it's gonna be hella them. Oh, my baby dad beat me up. Oh, my cat died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sticks on your preferences, and it's like
it's on your preferences, yeah.
Well, I mean, on the Canadian Talkin Shop version of the TikTok, Mike's not allowed to go into it because all I've done is just follow TikTok girls. So as soon as you open that shit up, it's just hella females, and you know, Mike can't get caught with that, or that'll be the end of him.
Listen, I got nothing but TikTok girls on my shit,
right?
Everywhere.
Everywhere, Instagram especially. Like, if a future girl's looking into who I follow, man, I'd be like, this guy's a dog. Like, no.
I lost
the dog person.
Mark Zuckerberg don't like me like Boozy. Okay, can we make that a segment real quick? Mark Zuckerberg do not like me like he don't like Lil Boozy. Let me tell you why. I done had about 5 Facebooks. Mind y'all, my Facebook go viral. The I don't know what page I talked to you on. Is it the Omerta page?
Yeah, it's the Omerta page.
I got Omerta 700 page, and then I got a page Topside, which is top with 2 P's and side with 2 E's.
Oh, and that's you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, but my Topside page get viral. Like, if I make a post, it's gonna get 100 likes, 200 likes. Like, I got a post on there that got 25,000 shares. I got another post that got 2,300 shares, 2,400 shares. Like, so, but I could say anything and I'm gonna get banned. I get on Instagram, say anything, I get banned. Like, anything though, like it be so like I be having to monitor what I say. I gotta damn near be nice. Like I can, like if I might make a post like, I don't know, I might say some shit like, I don't wanna say nothing to get Uh, I love brown skin girls, by the way, but I can say brown skin girls are ugly. He gonna get me banned.
Oh yeah. Anytime you say anything to do with anybody or anything like that, yeah, you got to be so on your P's and Q's on that shit.
But like, before I got Facebook famous, it was I could say anything. I could say anything. I could say some more off the wall shit, and it'd be cool. It'd be up there. It'd get 2 likes and it'd be cool. But now that I'm getting all these eyes, now Mark Zuckerberg don't like me. What's going on? I feel like he's picking on me.
I know Mike's got something to add to this. I know Mike's had a, like, I do too. I'm actually glad you did this because usually we do a what's going on in the world today segment, but nothing interesting is going on in the world today. So I was just going to skip past that shit.
There's some shit going on in the world. COVID's coming back.
No, we're not even going to go there. We're going to stay with this social media stuff with Zuckerberg, especially.
Okay.
Yeah. We got a guest appearance. We correction, we had a guest appearance,
right?
But anyway, Mike, the floor is yours when it comes to social media censorship from Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, so just coming from my page with the 15,000 or whatever, so I make videos and stuff that are on there. I'll take like clips of the dog and whatnot and make funny videos, and I got a letter right around when I got the certain amount of followers you need for monetization. I got a letter basically saying my content is not original and fucking because I make memes, that it's not for monetization. The videos wouldn't pass for it. So all of the work that I did, and it wasn't that I did it for monetization, but it was a nice little thought. It was like, holy shit, I'm actually getting up to monetization. And then it's like you get this letter where it's almost soul crushing. Like, and it just tells you you don't have any fucking worth. We're not going to pay you. If you want, you can maybe make a new page and try again, or you can fight this and we'll fucking deny it. So yeah, and it just pissed me off. And I was kind of like, well, fuck, should I right then and there, I moved to YouTube, but I have to start off from scratch, right? Or get the people that I've got on Facebook to go to YouTube. And I've learned that that's a challenge in its fucking self, right? But when it comes to videos, I don't like putting it on Facebook anymore, because I'll get the views. I'll get like 2,000 people viewing. The one Biden one I made, I got 25,000 like in fucking 2 days. And it would have been great if I had the monetization, but it don't mean shit over on Facebook. So I call it, if someone's going to make money, they should avoid that platform.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I got the 25,000 shares, everybody was writing me like, hey, won't you go get paid for it? So I look it up. They're like, yeah, you don't get paid. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, so people think you're like fucking rich or something. Like, oh, well, he's got all these people sharing his videos. You must be making lots of money now. How can I make money like you? And it's like, I'm not making a fucking cent.
You will make money like me, get a job.
Yeah, honestly, I don't have any experience with having my Facebook have like high numbers or anything like that, but I'm on like an anti-Facebook kick right now, and that's why I'm focusing all my attention on Instagram. And yes, I know Instagram's part of the Zuckerberg family of social media, but with Facebook, I'm getting dinged for shit that I didn't even like really say anything for even now. Like I haven't really been on there for a while. I made a choice when I started back up on the podcast that I'm not going to do just straight up social media on my personal accounts, because what does it do for me? What does it gain for me? Yeah, it makes some people laugh with some memes, maybe like 20 people, whatever. Or I could be sharing the same content on my podcast platforms and maybe drumming up some interest and outside interest, because I keep all my social accounts that are my own personal ones on lockdown. I don't want employers to come looking through there or nothing like that. That is me. I don't want to be judged for that shit. So, but my podcast one is wide open.
They're going to look at them followers.
Yeah, right. And they're like, okay, well, clearly this dude's got it tight.
Oh,
right. So, but with Facebook, they kept dinging me for the dumbest things constantly. I wasn't even talking shit or saying nothing bad to nobody, and they were saying that what I was saying was against community standards. As an example, I posted a meme of the lead singer of Aerosmith, Steven Tyler. He's a 70-year-old something man now. He's got his hair tied back up, looking like a woman, and he's got his shirt off, and of course he's 70 something, so he's got what looks like titties. So the caption says someone tells Steven Tyler's grandma to put their titties away or some shit like that. So, but they flagged me for female nudity. They thought Steven Tyler was legit a woman in this, and I fought it. And you can take it to like this claims court now, where you get like a profile and you get a fucking number and you got to enter in all this shit, and you can fight and dispute shit like court. Anyway, so I did that, and they said no. They're just like, that's a lady. And I'm like, wow, it's clearly a fucking dude. Like, are you dumb? It's Steven Tyler. Almost everybody on the planet knows who fucking Steven Tyler is from Aerosmith. What the fuck are we talking about here? But that's the kind of shit that's on Facebook all the time, and it's just like, I can't even talk shit with you guys and be like, oh, fucker, you know, haha, or whatnot, because they'll be like, oh, you're bullying. That's hate speech.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm over that platform. I won't do it. It's funny because Twitter's a fucking free for all, but that's the one place I have no interest in going.
Hey, I wouldn't suggest nobody get my Twitter. Oh my Lord.
Twitter's more of an American thing than anything. I find it's more popular in the States, and it is a fucking zoo. It's cool though, because nudity and all that's a thing, but you know, otherwise.
It's Pornhub times 2. Can I say that?
What can't you say, or what can you say?
I said it's Pornhub times 2.
Oh yeah, you can say it is Pornhub times 2. 100%. It's awesome. I love it. But other than that, I've got no use for it.
Nah, I don't either. I'm glad we on social medias. How are y'all liking the YouTube shit?
Mike, go ahead.
YouTube's not too bad. We've noticed we've been getting a lot of feedback there, so that's been pretty good.
A lot of feedback.
Where do y'all got to get at until y'all monetize? And I got questions real quick.
Yeah.
Where do y'all get at until y'all monetize on YouTube? And do y'all ever feel like y'all gonna get on Twitch?
Yes, on Twitch eventually. The idea is to kind of build up our confidence just being on camera and editing, and then eventually going into live streaming for the Instagram, for YouTube, but especially Twitch. We have a Twitch account already. It just hasn't seen the light of day because just haven't got to that point yet.
Yeah.
But yes, eventually one day that is the plan. We want to start up our Patreon and all that stuff down the line too. We wanted to just learn. We're students of the game. We don't come from educational backgrounds in this field. So we just wanted to kind of learn and figure things out and take things slowly. Because when I first started, I threw everything at the wall. I was promoting everything, doing everything. And then when I sat back and realized it, I said, less is more right now. Let's just develop who we are as on-air and online personalities, and then we'll just build off of it.
Yeah.
And to answer your question about monetization for YouTube, so what you have to have is 1,000 subscribers to your channel, and you have to have 4,000 hours public watch time.
Okay, yeah, so it's the same. Okay, because I've seen that before. I was about to do YouTube too, and I seen that. I think Twitch is the same way or some shit.
Yeah, it's pretty similar in terms of how they do that too. But I mean, to answer your other question about like the YouTube, how we enjoy being on YouTube, I enjoy YouTube because when we first started this, it was just audio, and I had a multitude of reasons why I didn't want to do camera. But I enjoy the fact that we can do videos and create a channel, and like people are watching us. Like we have some people out west that were having themselves a gathering of people, and they decided to spend their evening, well, at least 2 hours of it, watching our podcast with all their friends and stuff. And it's shit like that that's really cool. Or even like you're gaming or whatever and you're listening to it, that's cool. But yeah. I like that people can see our reactions.
It's better like this.
It is. It's much better than doing just the audio. I mean, in terms of the amount of feedback we're getting too. We used to get a lot more views on obviously Spotify and all that stuff on the audio stuff, but right now I've had over 404 views this month alone on all the videos that's on the channel, and 404 might not sound like a big number to some people, but we only just started and we don't really, you know,
most views I done had on Twitch about 30, 37.
and these are over a course of all the videos that we're offering, don't get me wrong, but a total viewership, we have over 404 people that have watched our stuff, and that's only growing. It's just been growing and increasing, so it's fun. It's a better media platform, but the thing about it is I'm nervous on is that once we do reach our point of monetization, I wonder how much they're going to get on our shit about censorship and stuff like that, because sometimes we
definitely is.
Yeah.
I know what, see, like, okay, because it's certain, like, I don't know how to explain it, because like then you got certain YouTubers who do certain shit, so like they can't smoke on the channel, they can't cuss on the channel. And then you got certain YouTubers who can cuss on the channel, who can smoke on the channel. How do that work? Like, is there a certain type of monetization, like where, like I might make kid shit, then I might make reaction videos and I cuss and I smoke. And I might do a podcast and we smoking our podcast. Like, do they get on your ass about smoking?
It depends on how you upload the content. You're basically free to do a lot of things as long as you're dignifying what you're doing. What I mean by that is that there is kids stuff, like you said, you can create kids content and whatnot, and you'd have to select that you're making kids content. Or if you're making content that's not suitable for kids, you got to mention that you're making content that's not suitable for kids.
Okay, basically like rated R and PG-13 and all that. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. So you have to mention if you have coarse language and stuff like that. And
okay, yeah, I never.
It depends on how far we go. Like if we just spent the whole entire episode saying like cunt, 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 then they'd pull it. But if we're just occasionally using it in conversation, it's not so bad. It's political stuff that gets flagged on YouTube a lot, and any sort of anything to do with vaccines and stuff like that. And we touch on those topics quite a bit. So I'm interested to see if they ever come after us for that.
Because I was about to ask y'all about that shit.
Sure. What did you want to ask?
How y'all feel about it coming back?
What, like COVID coming back?
Yeah.
COVID's never left where I'm at.
I feel like it never left, but I'm saying how the numbers is back rising. How do y'all feel?
I feel like it's the flu. I mean, you're gonna have low numbers in the summer, and they could attribute it to fucking vaccines all they want. And I'm sure there is something to say about vaccines helping. I don't fucking know, but I will say is that last year the COVID numbers were all the way down during the summer too. What a novel concept. The flu doesn't really spread in the summer. Wow. Like, it's not fucking new information. And they're acting like the vaccine is making it better. But like I said, the numbers last year, I don't know what the numbers were last year comparison, like June of last year to June of this year. I couldn't tell you those exact numbers to see if there is an improvement. But I imagine if I went back and looked at the numbers, I wouldn't see much of an improvement. So yeah, the fact that we're now heading towards September and fall and winter, don't be shocked if you see the numbers climb again, because you know what it's going to be? It's just going to be the fucking flu soon. We're all just going to take off our masks and we're all just going to live with it.
So how they was doing the stimulus checks, right? You know how, like, I don't remember what time they gave the first stimulus check. I think it was like 600 or something. You think they're gonna do that? You think they're gonna do that again?
They already said that they were going to. They're talking about doing another one again for you guys, but I know in Canada there's nothing going to be given to us in Canada now. But Mike, what's your thoughts on the fact that numbers are climbing again, especially because in BC and the Okanagan Valley they're raging and soaring right now?
Yeah, and I'm still nice and comfy on the island. I go to stores without my masks on. When I have to get my doctor's appointment, I'm supposed to wear a mask, but I go in without my mask until they have one, because I'm not leaving home with one anymore. But I know my time is limited. So, or at least that's how I feel. you know, any day we're going to get the alert that, well, we're going to have to wear masks indoors again. It's like, okay, but I'm fucking enjoying it while I still have it. And you see people in the stores, they're wearing their masks anyways. And it's like, good, okay, do what you want. You know, that was always allowed. But I'm going to take advantage of this to the full extent. Not that I'm coughing and spitting on people, but it's nice to walk in the store without my mask.
But are you not surprised that the numbers are rising though? I mean, it's going to be flu season again, right?
Still makes sense when you say that it's flu season. I never thought about it like that. I never put that in perspective. I just feel like if it's around, it's around. But on the other hand, like Dayton, nobody is acting like, since Corona started at the end of 2019 or whatever, nobody in Dayton's been acting like it's Corona. Yeah, you might get a couple people who got masks on, but like only people who is like big stores or something. Like you walk in McDonald's, they might get on your ass, but it's certain McDonald's who might say something like put a mask on, but then certain McDonald's who just trying to get you in, get you out. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't know, like Dayton was not treating it like it's not been treated like coronavirus around here. I can tell you that.
God bless America. I just gotta say, like, God bless America. I know this show's called Canadian Talkin Shop, but I'm looking how the states, especially some states like Texas and Florida, they're just wide open, and even Ohio too. There's concerts going on and outdoor festivals, and everybody's getting together, and everyone's having a good time, and no one's giving a fuck, and no one's wearing masks. Nobody's sick. Everybody's cool.
Everybody out here raw dogging.
Right. And here we are in Ontario. So my province, Bink, was the last one to allow indoor dining in the whole entire continent of North America. We only just allowed people to start eating indoors a couple weeks ago. It's the strictest in the whole entire continent. And I'm seeing all this shit online and seeing how everybody else is living right now. And man, I just, even Alberta, I'd rather be in Alberta right now.
I was when coronavirus started in 29 at the end of 2019. I want to say I took my kids to Disney World in like February 2020. Raw dogging.
Yeah, that's right. I remember when you did that. Yeah.
Out there, we supposed to be at home. We in Disney World. I'm like, I don't know, but like I feel like I ain't no religious person. I don't go to church. I ain't never read the Bible or no shit like that. But I feel like if God wants you to have it, you'll have it. You can sit in your house all day and somehow still catch it. So if you're gonna have it, you're gonna have it. You feel what I'm saying?
100%. If that's how I die, then that's how I die. But I am not scared of no fucking flu. I'm sorry. Like I'm too healthy. I'm 34 years old. I'm in really, really good health. I feel absolutely zero need to worry or fret about a flu. Because that's what it's going to end up being. It's just going to be a regular ass flu eventually, and we're just going to live with it. It's not going to kill record numbers and stuff. But I mean, shit, man, a flu's a flu. The regular flu went away during this whole entire time. So guess what? It just mutated. It's just the new flu now. And soon enough, we ain't going to call it COVID or none of that. It's just going to be called flu.
I think it's gonna be called COVID forever, just like swine flu and the bird flu, and I feel like it's gonna be COVID, but it's gonna be a regular flu. It's just gonna be, you know what I mean? It's just gonna, cause you can die from other flus too.
Real shit.
If they get severe, so it's like it's just gonna be a flu, a regular flu like everything else. If you ask me.
I know influenza is different than this version of the coronavirus, and I get that and whatnot, but like I said, eventually it's going to be like there's going to be a meme, and I know Mike's going to make it, and it's going to say 2021, oh my god, I got COVID, I'm going to die. 2025, oh, I got COVID, so
I got COVID, let me go get the vaccine.
Yeah, let me go take the fucking 14th vaccine boost that I need to get to fight this variant and that variant.
I get it.
Pardon me?
Did y'all get the vaccine?
Oh, then you must not have heard about, you must not have watched our segment about talking about the vaccines. A very, very short answer, no.
You too?
No.
I got.
And that's... I was about to say, I'm like, the fuck you did. No, you didn't. But then I would have said, you know what? That's fine. All the power to you.
I was the last nigga in the world to get it. You gonna have to shoot me.
We're the problem.
Yes, we're the ones that are the spreaders, and we're the issue and all that stuff.
We don't got it.
Well, the funny thing is, Bink, is that even if you do have the vaccines, people are still getting it. They're still dying from it. And the CDC even says on the website that it has no idea how long and effective these vaccines are. There's just no way to know. So you could get both vaccines and be cool for a month.
I'm not doing no vaccine shit on the strength of, I just don't know what it do. Nobody knows the outcome of the fucking vaccine.
Precisely.
So give me a vaccine now. I'm cool now. But in 5 years, my liver start fucking up or something. I'm healthy now. Like I'm gonna stay this way until goddamn I go.
Yeah, and then you see a law ad from the Weinstein and Weinstein law office saying, did you take the Moderna vaccine in 2021? You may be entitled to some compensation. Like, no, I'm not going to be a part of that, because this is the same government that was telling us a long time ago that cannabis was bad, dirty, and evil, and now cannabis is cool. So government often flip-flops on policies, and people just go with it, and they forget that it's...
Our mayor, our governor, Ohio wasn't following by these laws so bad that he offered $1 million if you go get your vaccine. Niggas still ain't go get it. Like, niggas not. No. Rapper can get it. We not getting it. Just like, and that I speak for the whole Ohio. I'm not from Cleveland. I'm not from Cincinnati, Toledo. I'm not from none of there. I've never even been there. But I know we all think alike. I'm from Columbus, but I live in Dayton. Everybody in Columbus saying the same thing everybody in Dayton saying. I'm not getting it. Y'all, you in Canada, what are you saying? You're not getting it. You feel me? I'm not getting it.
There is a very small section, at least where I'm at, that's saying that they won't get it. We're vaccinating on a much larger scale than the Americans are. I think Americans are at like 40% or something like that for double dose, and we're gonna well exceed that. I feel like most of the country's fucking vaccinated, but that's if you listen to our fucking news sources. And that's why I don't pay attention to none of that. They can tell me whatever they want, and it's like, how am I gonna dispute this? But it's facts and it's science. Well, you don't think that they can say, hey, you say this?
Yeah. It ain't even that. They can mix it. They can mix up whatever they want and make it a story, and it'll look on camera, it'll look so good. I see people make fake stories about people. TMZ make you look like the devil. You know what I'm saying?
And you ain't did nothing but leave the house.
Whole time you didn't help people. You didn't pay for people to go to college. You didn't helped everybody in your neighborhood, but you didn't had a little slip up where you was drunk driving. Oh, he's Paul Walker behind the wheel. He's RP to Paul Walker, by the way. But yeah, it's like, bruh, I don't know. Like, you get more publicity off bad news. So like, they cool with giving you bad news. You feel me? Like, they ain't gonna give you no good news. Not just TMZ, CNN, whatever, the biggest, whoever. They gonna always hear about the bombs in Iraq before you hear about the parade in Iraq and the president, whoever, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, for sure, and that's the thing, because what's the objective? The objective is fear. And why would you want to instill fear? Because you want to instill control, and the best way to instill control is through fear. So that's just the way I see it. But anyway, we're gonna move on to our next segment. This is a segment that we do on the show called Would You Rather. We just presented it a couple weeks ago. My first one kind of sucked. Mike's second one was pretty good. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna bring the heat on this one this week. But I got some questions to ask you. I'm gonna start with Mike, and I'll toss you a softball just to start. So if you had the choice, would you rather travel all of Europe or travel all of Asia, and why?
Who's first to respond? I'm sorry. Was it me?
So Mike doesn't pay attention clearly to what's going on. So unless he's doing a bit right now, if he's doing a bit, he's doing a great job. But yes, you, Mike.
Oh, okay. Well, it would be Asia for sure. I'm not one into English food. Like, it's boring as fucking hell. Like,
did you just say one to English food, as in like the language food?
Oh, okay. Food from England.
Okay. I see. So when you think of Europe,
an Englishman's food.
I gotcha.
Englishman's food.
I thought you were
Scots
meaning like
food.
the language English food, as
a Welshman's food.
He
said
boring as hell.
This guy thinks
in comparison to Asia.
I said Europe. This guy thinks I said the United Kingdom.
It's that Britain humor.
It's that Britain humor. But yes, sorry. Go on. So you would travel all of Asia.
Asia for sure, yeah, because just all the different foods. Like the different foods in China, like northern China and southern China, their foods just like I'd love to explore like the street markets and stuff. India, South Korea, if they let me in, North Korea.
And you wouldn't have to tip anywhere, so that's just more money in your pocket for your travels, right?
Yeah. Just try to stay watch some of those street markets so you don't get sick, because like their immunities are up there pretty high in some of them. They're growing their veggies and fucking and legit like fucking toxic waste, you know what I mean? And they're fine eating it, but you go and eat it, you get sick. So you kind of got to watch your stuff. Where I'm sure is in Europe there, you wouldn't really have to watch out. Everything's probably so clean because their food's so fucking bland. They boil the shit out of everything.
Well, especially in Eastern Europe, yeah. But well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you want to stay away from the bat markets anyway in Asia, because it kind of started a worldwide pandemic, as they call it. But what about you, Bink? What would you do? Would you travel all of Europe or travel all of Asia?
You yeah, I'll probably pick Asia too. Probably just on the culture itself. I just want to see the culture, how they live, and it's big as hell. So like, I don't know. I want to see both of their cultures, but I feel like I would want to see that whole. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's different. It's different from over here for sure.
For sure.
And it's so many people. I want to see how they fluctuate with that. How do y'all fluctuate with so many people? I don't know. And they all like, as you said, Swish, they all be controlled. So like, that's which I feel like Asia is what you call real control. Like, they move so militant in Asia. Like, I feel like they, not to sound crazy, but they like move like robots down there because there's millions of people, but they going like, you know what I'm saying, without messing up. Like we in New York, we bumping into people, you know what I'm saying? But they can walk through New York with a Swift because they do that. All right, I don't know. I just want to see. I want to go to one of their parades where they be having the little dragon. I want to see that shit. I want to be there.
That would be really cool for sure. I never thought of that.
I want to see what make them lit. Like what make y'all turn up? Where y'all get drunk at? Who smoke weed around here? Like
I'll answer that question. Nobody.
They in Japan they have these bars where it's like it's kind of like a happy hour. So you go in there and it's usually timed out around after they're done work, and you go in there with a few of your friends. You drop like $20 American or whatever, and it's just you drink as much as you want. So they make it so you can drink as much as you want. And so you're basically, once you get in there, you pay that fee, you're covered, your party's kind of covered, and fucking they do this a lot where it's just kind of like we go have our drinks. And yeah, it's a pretty cool drinking scene over in Japan. China, when I've seen some of the food markets, it's like they'll just have like a little fucking crate upside down for the table, and you're sitting there, you're drinking a few fucking beers as all the fucking world's humming by you, you know what I mean? And
I want to go to one of them places where you sit down, crisscross applesauce. Y'all had a little tea. I want to go to that. My big gangster ass. I want to go there though. I want to see that. I want to wear the suits and all that. But like I see TV Asia, where it look cool. I want to see the gangster shit. I want to see what they, you know what I mean? I want to see the lawbreakers. I want to see what they do. I want to see they crackheads. I want to see crackhead. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy as it sounds, but you don't see that. They don't show you that on TV. They don't show you that on movies for real. Like an Asian crackhead.
You got the
you
opium
won't.
addicts in China.
Yeah. There's certain subsections of Asia where you will find drug addicts and whatnot, but it is very swept under because drugs is a very big no-no in most Asian cultures.
It's a big no-no. So like, I want to see the no-no. I want to witness it. Like, damn. So you smoking crack and you Asian and you don't speak no English. You just know to get high. Crazy. y'all laugh because you see that regularly here. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, I can walk down the street. I'll probably show you a crackhead walking down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, same here. Well, especially where in BC. So Mike's on the island, but on the mainland in Vancouver, there's a street called Hastings, and it's really notorious for just nonstop crackheads and fucking people with needles in their arms.
Where you from, Mike?
I'm currently in Nanaimo, BC, so on Vancouver Island. So we got our hand. There's a lot of junkies around here, like drug problem, all the way on the west of Canada.
Oh, you in Canada too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So BC is right above Washington State.
Okay. Wow. So you like on the island part though?
Yeah. So like you can catch a ferry from the island in Victoria. If I go to the south end of the island, I could actually catch a ferry from Victoria to Seattle. So that would be like my access getting into the States. But yeah, it's not like a small island. It's bigger than Hawaii. But it's bigger than PEI, Prince Edward Island, if you know where that is. But yeah, it's not bad here. It's kind of cool. Like lots of people like it because of like the scenery, and some people call it the stairway to heaven because this is where most people come to die.
That's hard to me. I stay a little old Dayton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We call this the hell. Listen, you know what Dayton is? You know the nickname of Dayton? Knockdown County.
Oh, wow.
Want to know why it's called Knockdown County? Because they have a fentanyl heroin murder rate that's so high. Like people overdose on heroin, fentanyl down here more than anywhere. Like they was number one in the country they had a 3-year run. Like it's crazy.
They want to legalize it here.
Huh? They want to legalize it?
There's people pushing for addicts to get a free and safe supply. There's people that think that if you're a drug addict, whether you smoke crack, heroin, or meth, inject whatever, that you should be able to go get a safe supply. And their theory is if you're not spending your money on the drugs, you'll be able to pick up your feet and go, rent a place and get your shit together, and everything will be fine, and you won't be homeless. So yeah, they think that's the solution, and they're really pushing for it. There's this person in Vancouver, around actually where Stu was saying on Hastings Street. She's a counselor in the fucking government, and she was actually handing out free drugs to people, cocaine, heroin, and meth. And we have places where you can legally go shoot up heroin. They're called safe injection sites.
This is why I want to move to Canada, not to smoke crack or nothing, no shit like that. But you see how cool that is? That's not cool. But
no, they had a safe injection site here, and they all, like hundreds of people, camped out in front of the safe injection site, and they turned it into like a fucking tent city.
Oh my fucking God.
And then so the junkies, right, they could go in and they could shoot up in this building. So the people that smoke meth and smoke crack, they're starting to fight for a free smoking place so they can go and smoke, because the junkies get to go do it, and it's just not fair. We need a safe place to smoke our meth and our crack, guys. So they're gonna fucking put that together too. So you got a safe smoking place, you got a safe injection place.
Hey, yo, that's wow. Bro, listen. Listen, though. That is basically a trap house. That's a big ass trap house. Cause listen, a real functioning trap house, it's somewhere junkies can smoke at. It's somewhere you can get meth, crack, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you present yourself the right way, you could get it free. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying? But well, shit, I don't do it no more. But I had a place where you can go in the basement and there'd be 10, 15 people down there that don't know each other, but they cool because they all do the same thing. They all down there doing the same thing. They ain't out in the street. They ain't, you feel me? They do what they do. They leave the basement and leave. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. When you was telling me that, it felt like that. Like damn, that just sound like that one house I had 25 years ago.
I love how it went from a would you rather travel to Europe or all of Asia to trap houses and find illegal drugs on the street.
Man, listen. I'm just saying.
I love it.
That's crazy though that they doing that though. Like,
it's a very British Columbia is a very liberal province. It's like our version of California, to put it to you in a way that you could understand. Mike's gonna laugh at it, but to tell an American that doesn't know anything about BC, it's very similar.
I'm disappointed in that assumption because it's true.
It's politically and whatnot, it's very much like California in terms of how they think and how they react and whatnot, and with they're trying to be super over the top Bernie Sanders like Bernie Sanders has a ton of great things that I think would be great for an economy if it didn't bankrupt it. But then there's certain things like Mike was suggesting that just go even beyond the realm of things where we're going to give people places to do their drugs, which is fine in the event of being monitored for ODs. I'm okay with that if that's the objective. But the objective, like Mike was saying, is also the theory is that you'll keep money in your own pocket versus spending it and whatever. That's just ludicrous. Like,
that's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's just so preposterous. It's not even funny.
I come from crackheads and heroin heads and meth heads, and they go to work and get money. They go to work, they get $300 or $400. They gonna spend that $300 or $400 and get high, but they gonna come back tomorrow with the little $50 that they have for gas. But they need to get high now. They didn't smoke that 300 up. They need to get high now. Now they going to go, you feel me, spend that $50. I say that to say this. They going to get, okay, yeah, y'all give them, let's say they give them 2 grams a day or something, right? They going to do that 2 grams, and now they going to need some more. They going to come back. You can't give them no more because you only gave them 2 grams a day. But that money that they were supposed to spend on rent, that you told them to save up for rent, now they digging in it because they gotta get a little higher. You know what I'm saying? They calling that one dude that used to sell them before y'all gave them shit for free. They calling the one dude that they used to get it from before y'all. You feel me? I don't know. Like,
either way, they're gonna spend it and they're gonna buy more.
Because you want to get high. Because that's how I'm thinking about it. Like,
and it's funny you say that because the person that was giving out drugs on Hastings, people were actually saying that it wasn't enough, that it was no way it was going to cover their usage for that day.
Exactly.
Or yeah, so the people
I need an 8 ball,
needs to be more.
And this is just a half gram, and I need an 8 ball. So
it don't matter how much you get them, they gonna want more.
That's also true. Yeah, it's very much a take.
Listen, that's just like, okay, that's just like, if I knew somebody was giving me an ounce a day, like for free, I would roll big, crazy blunts all the time because I know I'm going to get another, you feel me? So they going to smoke big old boulders, you know what I mean? So if you give them 3 grams, they going to put a little half gram on it. By tomorrow, they going to need some more, you know what I'm saying? Then, I know somebody can smoke a gram by itself. He going to do that in 2 or 3 hours. He going to be back. I don't know, but
But it's interesting that we're talking about this because one of my next would you rathers actually.
Now, this is a good conversation because now I can show people, like, because I ain't gonna be able to re-say this, Mike. I ain't gonna be able to. I'm gonna be like, somewhere in Canada they letting them smoke crack. That's basically how I'm gonna say it. That's the only way I'm gonna do it. So this is gonna be a perfect way for me to, hey, go watch Canada Talkin podcast on YouTube, and they explain it better on there. Cause I'm gonna just say they smoking crack in Canada over there on the west side. You know what I'm saying?
We timestamp all our episodes, so if you go into the description, you'll see the timestamp. You can just go right to it. We'll make sure we put smoking legal crack in Canada or some shit.
Nah, you gonna watch the whole thing. You just gonna, when you get to that part, you're gonna be like, oh, damn, so they really was smoking crack. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
But to move into the next would you rather, it's a kind of interesting, kind of what we're talking about here in some degree. But would you rather, and this, you can answer this one first, Bink, would you rather live in a first world country and be dirt poor, or would you rather live in a third world country and be rich?
I'm pretty sure I'll be rich. Oh, what's a third world? You know,
a third world country is like, say, certain countries in Africa, or just a place that's very, very poor, like has no money, don't really have trade agreements with other countries. So like the luxuries that you're accustomed to now would be harder to come by there, even if you were rich.
I'll be rich but poor, because I have all this money, but I couldn't really own shit. I couldn't really have shit because it ain't shit here.
Well, you could buy stuff, yeah. Like you're in a third world country, you can live how you live amongst a third world country means, but it ain't going to be like living in a first world country, and that's the difference. So what's more important to you, the culture what's
a first world country, like Dubai, like some just crazy rich shit?
Like Canada, America, and England.
I could be broke here. Yeah, I'll be broke in the first world country. Yep.
That's an honest and straight answer. Mike, what about you?
I'm going to go for just mercenary in the third world country, because, you know, you're going to be in the third world country, you're going to need protection, so you might as well just go all in and just do that.
And just become a crime lord or a warlord.
Or just to protect yourself, right? You got your like fort, you know, so it's just like anyone comes on my property, well, I got a few guys that'll take them out, you know.
That's how it starts. And then before you know it, yeah, that's right. As before you know it, you're taking over the whole drug trade and the whole entire country there on after. This guy's moving to South America.
I would do that, but it's not going to. I wouldn't have the Lambos. I wouldn't have. You can't even drive no Lambos out there because it ain't even no real streets. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know.
But in that small third world country, I will be looked at as an important person.
See, like, I'm an introvert, right? So I don't even like people looking at me. I'll be in a room full of people and wouldn't even care about nobody. Like in a sense, I feel what you're saying. Like I would do that just to be that guy. But then again, like when you that guy, somebody always gonna want your spot. You always, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna always. So every day you down there gotta deal with somebody hating on you, or deal with somebody trying to come in your house. You fucking getting some head or something. Motherfucker trying to shoot through your window. You know what I'm saying? Like, that sounds cool and gangster, but like, that's every day. 365 days. Imagine doing that for 5 years. You'll be pissed the fuck. Your stress level so crazy.
I haven't been able to get a blowjob without nothing. I just keep getting the bullets through every time interrupted by blowjobs. Yeah, every day for a year, getting my blowjobs interrupted by bullets, I'd be pissed.
Feel me? You're definitely getting blowjobs every day because you're that guy. She would love to be in there with you. But say it like this. Say it like this, though. Imagine, right? You that guy. You got all this shit going on. But, like, it's a nigga who, like, 35. He trying to kill you. He been trying to kill you for 5 years. To the point where he teaching his son about 11. He been teaching his son since he was 11 for 5 years. By the time he's 16, now his son trying to kill you. You done killed his dad now. Now the son done grew up to try. That's some shit you will have to go through as one of them guys. Like,
that's a generational
you killing people for years.
We've been trying to kill Fink for 3 generations.
Your dad didn't kill my dad. You didn't kill my dad. Now I'm about to come kill. Nah.
Oh my God, my stomach hurts.
I don't want no shit. It sounds good. Like, it's pros and cons to both of them. So yeah, You'll have to deal with all that gangster. Don't get me wrong, I'm a gangster. I would love to deal with that shit. But me growing up, the older I get, more I stay a fuck away from all that shit. So yeah, I'd rather be broke. I know how to make my way. I know how to dig out of them trenches, and you know what I'm saying? I dig out of them trenches. That's what I do. That's like my hidden talent. Get put in the jungle and coming out with tiger stripes and goddamn it, everything on.
So what? You're the real
Snake
Tiger King?
Skin. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Hold on, who is that?
You don't know who the Tiger King is from Netflix?
The bitch that killed him. What's her name?
No. It was a guy who ran a zoo pretty much in the southern US, but it was all exotic animals like tigers and shit like that. And there was a documentary that came out on Netflix last year outlining this guy. Carol Baskin. Yeah.
Kill him?
That bitch. Well, no, she didn't kill him. No, she killed her husband though, but not to be proven.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. His name, Joe. What's his name?
Oh,
Joe Exotic.
Exotic.
Joe
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a free Joe Exotic T-shirt.
Yeah.
That guy was hilarious, man. During the first wave of that pandemic, that was the thing. Like, I watched that fucking. Oh man, I watched that shit for I watched it 4 or 5 times.
I never watched it.
Oh, it's so funny.
Matter of fact, I watched a little bit of it, and then it was so popping on the internet that I felt like I watched the whole damn thing because everybody talked about every fucking part that was on there. So it was like,
yeah, the memes were unreal. The whole internet was just flooded because that's all we had to do. Everyone was locked inside and shit. But okay, we'll move on to the next. So this is the final question on Would You Rather, and that was, would you rather be a movie actor in Hollywood but known for D-level shitty movies, or would you rather be a worldwide sensation and an A-level porn star?
I'm gonna be a porn star. Sure.
So you'd have no shame about it. You'd be all about that.
For sure.
Mike, I'm dying for your answer on this one.
Define porn star.
Yeah, define porn star. Is it my own?
No, not OnlyFans. Like, you're involved in the whole entire industry. You're on the Browser movies. You're on Pornhub. You're on all that. You're well known, like Mia Khalifa level known.
Yeah, I'm lit. Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'll go D-list all the way. I'll be Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Porn star.
You're right, but wow.
Wesley Pipes.
Wesley.
That's me. Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm A-level porn star all day. I don't give a shit who knows about the amount of money that comes with it and the job. How many people can say they love what they do?
I ain't gonna lie though. I'll be thinking about this, right? Imagine being a porn star, right? What the fuck are you looking for in life in a relationship?
Nothing. You don't need to.
Like, if you going out looking for a girl, and yeah, she cool and all that, but like, I don't know, like, you fuck so many girls, her sex is just.
But it's different though at that point, because you'd be a professional and that would be whatever to you. But when you go home, you would feel that there would be some intimacy there that you can't recreate on set, right?
What if, because you fucking professionals every day. So they know what to do.
It sounds like a time for a career change just off of that. You've sold me already. Every day?
You feel me? But I'm saying, like, they professionals, so they know what to do. They know what to do to make you feel me? But your girlfriend at home, she all right. You know what I mean? She cool. You love her.
You certainly didn't do what Susie did on set yesterday, but it was all right.
She ain't Khalifa. She ain't, you know what I mean? I don't know, but like, I'll be thinking about that. Like, so do porn stars look for love and don't care about the sex that they get so much sex?
That's what I've encountered. Like, I've heard a lot of porn stars on podcasts and stuff like that, and they mostly say that they can separate it, that it's a professional thing, it's whatever, it's meaningless to them, it's just a job, it's money, but it's fun and it's exciting and they enjoy doing it. But then when they go home to their partners, it's like a totally different experience. They actually prefer vanilla, most of them, rather than just do this, that, and everything. And it's a more exhilarating experience for some of them. And then there's some people that are just so caught up in it that it's like nothing regular works anymore, and it's like you got to keep upping it and upping it and upping it to the point where you're doing so much insane shit that like nothing helps, nothing gets you off no more. So it's a double-edged sword, but for the most part, people say that they can separate it.
That's me. I'm the up nigga. I up to a certain level though. We ain't go that far. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. That's we had to ask a real porn star that shit, because like I feel like because I can't see myself fucking every day and then come home and it's like, oh yeah, like pussy is pussy at the end of the day.
It's right, but I mean at the same time, like, you have a point. What if you were just raw dogging your co-star all day and you go home and shit is just raw as fuck and your girl's aching for it and it's like, nope, sorry, no can do.
I'm saying you fucking a professional, right?
Yeah.
You know how to do all the moves, the turns, the turn this way. You feel me?
It'll be a different experience for sure.
You go home and all she wants you to do is the same three little bend me over, get on top. You know what I'm saying? And then it's cool, but it's like, when we fuck, I love her. And then when I fuck her, I don't love her. I don't know. I guess that's what cheating ass niggas do every day. I don't know. I guess it is kind of different.
That's a revelation.
Yeah. That is a revelation. That is so good. I don't know if I really want to move off from this, but we're gonna move on to the next segment. And the next
I like this shit. Hey, y'all gotta have me on here more often.
We're gonna have you back more often, 100%. This is a lot of fun. This is one of the most fun times. I've had a lot of fun doing it, but this is one of the most fun times I've had yet. But one of the segments that we're doing now, it's called You Know What Grinds My Gears. Now, this is something that I gave you some homework on, because what we do is we have a little vent session on people or individuals or things in life and society that just pisses us off. And it gives us an opportunity to get that shit off our chest. So as you are our guest, Bink, what grinds your gears?
What grinds my gears? I got a couple things grinds my gears. Okay, let's start with one. I'm not a LeBron fan, right? But he's on my team. So I gotta like be kind of his fan. I feel like I deal with LeBron hate like a LeBron fan, but I'm not a LeBron fan. Like, I don't know. That shit grinds my gears. These dumbass trades that everybody feel like is so crazy, that shit grinding the fuck out my gears, because I don't think we about to do shit with these people. But
you mean like trades in the NBA?
No, not necessarily all the trades. I'm talking about our trade, the Lakers. They feel like because we got Melo and Russ, it's about to be, you know what I mean? Oh, I don't feel like it's about to be that.
I don't either. I don't understand. The team is so old, and Russell Westbrook is a ISO. Like, there's a bunch of ISO scorers, and then there's LeBron. So what is LeBron going to facilitate? Is he going to run the point?
What could happen though is if Russ come out and do his triple double shit, that could definitely work. But I know LeBron, and LeBron not gonna let him, you feel me, be Russ. You know what I'm saying? KD the type nigga gonna let you be Russ, because he ain't gonna really say too much. He ain't got too much power. You know what I'm saying? LeBron got that power to where he can be like, nigga, I'm running this motherfucker up the court. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna do that. He ain't gonna make it Russ team. It's gonna be LeBron's team. I don't know. And then like with AD, I know damn well Dwight Howard ain't nothing special. And then
he's been back and forth on that team so many times. It's almost like he's the Oakland Raiders. He moves to LA, back to Oakland, moves to Las Vegas. This guy comes here, there, everywhere, comes back home to Lakers. It's like his 15th stint on the team. He's like, I'm happy to be home. It's like he
Man.
never left. What the fuck? But I don't understand that move
Yeah.
with Russell Westbrook
Right.
because look at Dennis Schrader last.
Got your locker.
But look at Dennis Schrader last year. He had some of his career worst low numbers as a point guard because he's not really running the point. Like you said, it's LeBron that runs the point. So now you got Westbrook, who needs the ball. You got Davis, who's going to need the ball at some points. Melo needs the ball. All these guys need the fucking ball. There's only one ball.
Russ got a... One thing about the Lakers, right? We got a crazy fan base. Like, just like y'all. Like, you just can't come to our team running shit. Like, our fans alone to get you put off the team. Like, you just can't be running shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can't come to the Lakers and think, I need the ball. I need the ball. Like, nah. You need to come to this motherfucker on some, I need to win. Whatever it is to win, that's what the fuck I gotta do. But, like, far as me wanting the ball, you gotta throw that shit in the trash. And then, like, I don't feel like Melo is... I don't know. Like, he was doing good last year, but, like, what the fuck is he gonna do on our team? Like, I don't see it.
I don't see it either. I don't understand some of the moves.
I felt like Melo was a waste to me. Melo was just for the hype, if you ask me.
I think they would have been better suited to continue after Buddy healed than go with Russell Westbrook. They should have re-signed Trader and they should have went after Buddy.
Should have got Damian Lillard. Fuck everybody.
Well, I don't think he's going anywhere, but that is the running thing. Everybody wants Dame.
But I'm saying, we got that. The Lakers got that money to pay him. You know what I'm saying? If we just said fuck all these trades, and goddamn it, definitely got rid of Kyle Kuzma. That was the first. Oh my God. It was sometimes I wrote Kyle Kuzma on Instagram. Nigga, what the fuck are you doing? In the game while he playing. Nigga, what the fuck you doing? Nigga, you tripping. Yeah, nah. That grind my gears. Let me see. The NFL grinds my gears. The rules, how soft and how soft it is. I ain't gonna say the other word I was gonna say because I don't want y'all to ban. But how soft it is, how weird
pussy it is, you mean?
Huh?
How pussy it is, you mean?
Yeah, how pussy it is.
Yeah, you can say it.
That shit is so corny. So, like, I don't really like the NFL like that no more. What's so crazy is I've been playing the show, right? So I've been low-key watching baseball, low-key, like, there's little highlights and shit, because I'm starting to, I don't know nothing about baseball. No rule. I just know swing the ball and throw the ball, catch the ball, run to the base. That's all I know. So, like, playing the show really taught me how to, like, learn the game, learn the positions, learn what you're supposed to be doing. So I've been watching, like, little highlights of real baseball, and I'm like, yo, like, now I start to see why people see people's talent and see why people be, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit nice, for real. I see why people like it. Because first I just so boring and long.
It is boring, though, because it's not even the baseball that I remember. Baseball used to be so much more of a faster-paced game, and it's so slow now. It's like pitchers are sitting there dilly-dallying for like 2 minutes and shit like that. Like, they need to introduce a pitch clock that gives the pitcher X amount of time to execute the pitch and whatnot. But otherwise, I love baseball. It's a great sport. I could totally see why people think it's boring. There's too many games in the regular season. I don't pay. Like, I watch some games during the regular season, like certain matchups, like against the Yankees, because fuck the Yankees, sucks all day. But I don't really pay too much attention to regular season because there's just too fucking much of it. But yeah, it's I understand your the things that grind your gears, and I can totally appreciate those. But Mike, what's the topic? I know you've got a couple that you're interested in, so I don't know which one you selected, but go for it.
I saved the glasses for next episode. We'll get into those. So I'm choosing self-checkout machines, and not the machine themselves, but the people that don't like them. So the people that say that they're taking everybody's jobs, these self-checkout machines, and how they're so bad and they're so horrible. It's like, motherfucker, you ever go to an ATM and take cash out? That's like a self-checkout for the fucking bank. You ever go to the gas station and fucking tap your card on the fucking pump. That's like a self-checkout machine. Like, are you fucking stupid? Like, seriously? Oh, Walmart fucking protest and boycott. They've got self-checkout machines now. So many people are losing their jobs. Well, fucking good. They fucking shitty jobs as it fucking is. They shouldn't be fucking working there. And half the time, anybody's service at a fucking cash register is just a fucking horror show. You ever get fucking apples from Walmart? You ever see the way they treat your fruit and vegetables? Fucking smash. Fucking smash. I hate working here. Fucking take me to the self-checkout machine. You bet your ass. All my produce is perfectly fine because I've handled it all the way from start to finish. I don't have some jackass that's like learning their job and learning the till, going, oh, fucking know what I'm doing here, fucking more fucking baked than I am.
Well, because remember, they can do drugs legally there. You can smoke legal crack and then go to work. So, you
know, and then also now because they got the self-checkout machines, they throw the people that are just completely fucking dunce on the cash on the tills now. So I swear it's for two reasons. One, so they get overworked and they just want to leave because they're fucking idiots. At least the ones I've encountered. And two, like they just fucking want you to go and use the self-checkout machine, which I'm sorry, but unless you got a big, huge cart full of fucking food, why the fuck not? Fuck, we go to drive-thrus and shit. Was that taking away the person's jobs in the front? Society changes. They fucking advance. You know, like, yeah, that fucking grinds my gears because I love self-checkout machines. If I'm I'm just in a mood where I don't want to talk to anybody, I can go get my shit. I can fucking scan out.
Listen, you talking to somebody who don't talk to nobody. Like, I don't like nobody. So self-checkout machines was like God to me. I'm like, oh yeah. So now that I don't know. I don't see it taking nobody's job. I see it helping Walmart, if you ask me, because if it was people sitting there scanning, they scan slow as hell. You know what I'm saying? When you self-checkout, you can go fast. You know to put the little, you know to put this in this bag with this shit, because you know you about to put it up in this cabinet. You know to put juice with juice. You know what I'm saying? They just throwing your shit in the bag. You got cans, you got Kool-Aid in the bag with the cans, with the tomatoes. Like your tomato got can cuts in them. Like, come on, man. So like, yeah, I love self-checkout. Like, I don't never go through the line. ever go through the line. Not because it's taking a motherfucker's job, but because motherfuckers taking their own job, taking too damn long. Because if your line was short, I would have got in your line. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather go through self-checkout every time. I don't care if I got 2 baskets full of shit. I'll be in self-checkout by myself, scanning shit, putting shit in the right place.
And I swear it creates jobs. Like, okay, so here's the other one too. Like, someone had to learn to program that fucking machine. Someone's got to be in there changing the fucking paper. Like, I'm sure that's a tedious pain in the ass. And now because of COVID, they got to fucking clean them all the time. So
you got millions of workers because we're working for y'all, scanning that motherfucker, learning how to goddamn. You feel me? So you got millions of motherfuckers working for you for free. You ain't losing no workers if you ask me. As long as a motherfucker using your machine, you getting paid.
And there's always an attendant. There's always an attendant there. Sometimes there's 2 attendants there because I've never done this at all, but not everybody scans all their shit at self-checkout. Again, I have never just left things in the cart and didn't scan them. I would never do such a thing. But there's still jobs there. And not only that, they have how many fucking lanes in a Walmart? They never open all the motherfuckers anyway. Like, they only keep 2 open. Right? They only keep 2 open as it is, even before the self-checkout.
Of them open.
Right, so we ain't taking
the license 1 and 2. What about these motherfuckers? Where they at?
Right, they stuck the 2 people on whatever day on the fucking as attendants now, where they might not have even gotten a shift before. So I don't see it as people losing jobs. I would like to see the numbers that have shown that there's a like an employment change by bringing in these machines and self-checkout, because I'm self-checkout all day. I'm just like you guys. I don't want to talk to nobody if I don't have to. I'm usually in a bad mood when I'm out in public. I just don't like going to stores like I used to, just right now especially, right? But
you like take a sorry to interrupt you, but you like take a donut machine, right? And you got the donut maker and you got the donut machine. fucking minimum wage. The government wants employers to give that fucking donut maker more and more and more money. Eventually, it's going to be cheaper for you as a business owner, your bottom line, to get the fucking donut machine. Yeah, that donut machine is going to cost you a lot of money, but in 3 or 4 years, this employee, you're going to have to be stuck with them because you have no reason to fire them. They're going to keep making more and more fucking money. You're going to go out of business paying your employees. And you just get a fucking machine. Fuck yeah, I want the fancy machine. I don't have to fucking pay this out anymore. Thanks, government, for fucking, you know.
Attitude. A machine don't come with being late. A machine, you feel me? You gotta, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't see it taking no jobs. I see your ass moving back there and putting them clothes up now. I see your ass stocking up food now. You ain't lose your job. You just doing something else different now. You ain't no cashier. That's it. That's how I look at it. I don't see you getting fired because this machine came in. Like, no.
No, I'm with you guys on that one 100%. And I'm pretty certain that that Bink, you will understand what grinds my gears. And what grinds my gears and what I'm going to focus today on is bad fucking drivers. But I'm not just talking bad drivers, okay? I commute on the highway an hour each way to work every single day. So I'm going to start with fucking highway or freeway drivers, as the Americans call it, freeways at a highway. Listen. There's 3 lanes on most fucking highways, okay? The unofficial rule is you have the slow lane. That is the most right lane. Picture yourself looking at all 3 lanes. The most right lane is the fucking slow lane. You want to do the goddamn speed limit or underneath, you stay in that fucking lane. And then you have the middle lane. And that's a lane where, you know, dealer's choice. Go with the flow of traffic. You want to speed a little because they're speeding too? Cool. You want to be slow because you want to be slow? Cool. But the fucking lane on the far left is the fast lane. Fast lane. F-A-S-T, fast, not slow, not speed limit, not 10 over, 20 over or more, motherfucker. And if you can't do that, get the fuck out of it. And if people are on your damn ass, don't stay in that lane. If I have to go in the middle lane to pass your ass, we got a problem. If the 2 cars behind me got to do the same thing, we got to move your ass to the middle fucking lane. I can't stand that shit. It grinds my fucking gears so much every day that it's going to give me an aneurysm. I don't understand the stupidity involved in this. I don't. Just go to the fucking middle lane or go to the slow lane. I sometimes on the highway have to rip down the slow lane because every idiot on the planet wants to ride the fast lane and ride everybody's ass bumper to bumper when there's this beautiful open road of pavement just waiting to be driven on. And it's the slow lane. I don't get it. Have some highway etiquette, people. If you're listening to this, have some highway etiquette.
Listen, I got a fucking turbo in my car, okay? I don't do nothing slow in that bitch. So like I know the freeway rules, you know, like you said, slow, middle. See, I use the middle lane as my cruise control lane. When I get in cruise control, so if the speed limit 70, I'll probably put that cruise control in 73 and get in the middle lane. You feel what I'm saying? 65, I put it on 68.
If there's no traffic, yeah, because there's no sense of you being in the fast lane. You're just, you're baiting yourself out.
People doing 70 in the middle lane. If it's 65, they doing 70 in the middle lane, or they doing about what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? So like, I just do 68 in the middle lane. But if you going slow, I don't give a fuck. Right lane, left lane, I'm passing your ass. I ain't got time to be sitting there waiting. I'm not. Yeah, that shit grinds my gears too. You know what else grinds? When it's 2 lanes and it's 2 people driving the
pacing
same.
Motherfuckers.
Oh my. Bro, I'll be one of, I can't say it out loud, but I'll be one of the goddamn just genocide.
Honestly, straight up, like fucking hang something out the window and just let it go.
You feel me?
Because when people pace like that and you can't pass nobody, it like they do that on the highways all the time too. And that's the thing, is that I'm not just running into people sometimes that do this. It's multiple times every single day. Every single day. There's so many stupid fucking drivers out there. And yeah, so that was really nice to get off my chest because fucking highway drivers, man.
One thing about Dayton, though, I do like down here, everybody drive fast cars. Like, fast cars is a thing. So, like, in the city, you won't deal with that shit. But as soon as you get on the freeway where everybody, man, that shit's annoying, bro. Because everybody in fast cars, but It's people who ain't in fast cars and they doing that slow shit. Then they want to pace with each other and they want to drive with semi trucks. Like, bruh, I done seen semi trucks speed past motherfuckers because they going too damn slow.
I've seen it too, and at that point, I just yeah. And at the risk of having an aneurysm, I am going to move on from this unless Mike has some comments that he'd like to add. See, the only reason why I haven't included Mike in is that he doesn't drive. But maybe you do have some experiences, or maybe it also gets on your fucking nerves too when you're on the bus. Do you have something you want to add to that?
It seems that you're living a high-paced lifestyle and the world's just really slow.
How'd you know? Yeah, I fucking drive an hour each way and I work all day. And last thing I want to do is fucking dilly-dally on the road back home. I'm trying to get home. That time is valuable to me. And if you're sitting there going fucking 110.
Maybe it's a time management issue if you're just leaving a little bit earlier to
Don't
set
you
your alarm.
start with me on time management, mister. I can never show up at fucking 1 p.m. Eastern time to record this podcast.
Hey, I was late too. Mike. I had to go get some weed. I couldn't do this without no weed. This would have been so boring.
This guy is known for like a week now. He's going to be a guest on the show, and he waited until today to get his weed.
I got weed for a week now. I done got weed about 3 times. This about the 4th time. So yeah.
Oh, that kills me.
I just ain't had no weed. I smoked the rest of my weed last night. I probably still got the baggie. I smoked the rest of my weed last night, and I'm like, and then you wrote me this morning. I'm like, oh shit, my baby mom had to go to work, so I'm like, let me hurry up and go get some weed.
Do you know what you're smoking on right now?
I don't know, but I can show you. Can I show y'all?
Yeah, go for it.
This shit look crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, let me take a roll this real quick.
And while you're doing that, actually, we're gonna let Mike set up his segment called Mike's Choice. And I have absolutely zero idea.
That looks really nice.
Yeah, this shit is some good little.
Oh yeah, okay.
You understand me?
Well, yeah, I know you don't smoke garbage. I was just curious if you knew what strain you were smoking on.
Yeah. I ain't asking, but it looked good and it tastes good.
Because you still buy from the friendly neighborhood dope man, right?
I find my stuff on the streets. It's just literally just lying around. And sometimes you got to throw money at it. Sometimes you can just pick it up. But that's how I get my stuff.
Hey, but you're just making a donation. In this country, that's legal. See, we can sell weed legally to each other as long as you're just making a donation to me. I can give you whatever you want.
What you mean a donation?
So you're just giving me some money. Just for the sake of giving me some money. Just like a donation. Just like, here you go.
It works in small amounts, though. Because like
yeah. You can't do anything big.
There was a Rastafarian dispensary here that ran their stuff based on like it was religion. So they were selling weed out of there and they were like, this is our religion. And they tried that fight and it didn't work. But
hallelujah, fucking praise Jesus on that one. I know that's where my religion's at. I just found God.
They had sing-offs in their basement and stuff. Like it was pretty. You had to sign up like you were a part of their religion. Yeah.
I'm religious as fuck. I'm a practicing fucking whatever their religion's called. That's me.
I'm praying right now.
But Mike, what's your choice for the week for your segment?
Okay, so the following segment contains description of cringelords on the internet. This segment may or may not contain descriptions of offensive nature such as violence, sex, criminal activity, and overall insane acts that cringelords can involve themselves in online and in real life. Listener and viewer discretion is advised. So I want to welcome everybody to the next segment we are calling Internet Cringelords, a potential monthly segment featuring the most cringeworthy individuals online. Ones you may know of, ones you may not, but for sure ones you want to avoid meeting in real life. Being a first and potentially last segment of Internet Cringelords, I had to go big. No, not size big, although you could use that in potential scenarios of this cringelord's life. So without dragging this out, this month's Internet Cringelord is the transgender, LOL cow, homophobic, internet tormented, Sonshu cartoon creator, married partner of the popular Pokemon character Mewtwo, and many more cringeworthy aspects you may or may not have heard of. This cringelord is named Chris Chan. Chris Chan is a creator of a comic called Sonshu. a comic hand-drawn by Christian, with the main character being a blend of Sonic the Hedgehog and Pikachu. So he didn't have to deal with copyright issues in one of his media courses that he took in college. So basically the project that he had was he had to make a CD cover. And so he just took these two characters and kind of made them together. The Christian story is one of the biggest wormholes I've seen regarding anyone I've seen that I would call a cringelord. To describe the ball would take hours. Any digging on this individual brings up hours and hours of unexplainable content. You go and Google this person, there is so much stuff that goes on for years and years. All like there are timelines, there are iceberg scenarios where there's stuff that's just okay, and then there's stuff at the bottom that gets so bad you're just whoa. Talking about the content. Trolls convincing him to do multiple things, such as admitting his love for multiple women that don't exist. So people would be calling him and be like, I'm your girlfriend, let's meet up, go and do this live on camera, like go dry hump a laptop.
Why would they be calling him?
What's that?
Why would they be calling him?
So
like
because he give his information is online, so and he had a Twitter. So basically, if you go on there, you know, direct message him, that people would make fake accounts and stuff. So and he was on. I'm getting to this one, but he was on a love quest, a self-admitted love quest. So trolls would be convincing him to do certain things, admitting his love for women that don't exist, taking a shit on his floor while hitting himself in the face, admitting that he had nothing to do with the disappearance of Billy Mays, the OxyClean infomercial guy, dressing up as a woman multiple times, dressing up as his cartoon characters half naked.
Sorry, timeout.
Mm-hmm.
The Billy Mays guy? Billy Mays here. What about him is involved in this?
So what ended up happening was one of the trolls posted on one of his social medias, whether it was YouTube or Twitter, I'm not too certain, but they said, he's like, you're the guy that murdered Billy Mays. You killed him. You murdered him. So what most people would do if I said
he's
that
dead?
Oh yeah, he's been dead.
He died of like cancer or something. I'm not too sure.
A while ago, yeah.
But where someone would maybe come at you and be like, you went to the store yesterday and you called someone stupid. You're just gonna like ignore that because you didn't do it. But Christian would go online and be like, I didn't go to the store. I didn't call that man stupid. And for trolls, this was a great way to get him to interact online and get him to do whatever they wanted. So even down to the point where someone impersonated him and said, I'm the real Christian, this guy's fake. So it created a timeline of videos of him replying, going, I'm the real Christian, I'm not who this person says. And the other guy's just playing along and trolling him. He's not the real one. But so his interaction with people online, it was easy for him to react to anything anybody said. Dressing up as a woman multiple times, even being convinced to drink his own semen that he chose to mix with Fanta.
Oh.
And then afterwards, he decides to say that this is a regular occurrence that he does. And it's not that he got tricked by the pickle man, which he would call people that would troll him. He didn't get tricked by the pickle man. This is just something he'd do to recycle his children. I am slowly going up the hill of craziness now. And we have now hit the little bit. Okay. So because you're going like, holy fuck, this is gross. Why am I here? This is why I have a disclaimer for these. Okay.
Go ahead.
The list is large of the content he has created humiliating himself due to his constant interaction with trolls and the claim of having autism, which he also claims that he has cured, self-cured himself. His cringe extends to the outside world as well. He went on a love quest for a boyfriend-free girl. This is kind of what started the trolls at him. Lurking in stores, even putting up hand-drawn ads like he was some garage sale looking for a mate. These hand-drawn advertisements put on bulletin boards at his local mall and his local college campus looking for boyfriend-free women. So women that have never had a relationship, you know, never been toxicified by another man, you know, I don't know, I guess.
Exist?
Like,
right.
So it's his ads.
Tell him I'm doing it too.
His ads, he'd write out on hand, and he had preferences such as 18 to 22, not black or brown, and above all, boyfriend free. Also prompting any men that looked at this ad to mind their own business. Around this time, Christian outed himself as a homophobe, wanting everyone to stay straight, as he would say in videos on YouTube. Everyone needs to be straight. I just hope everyone in the world stays straight and they get their stuff together and be straight. Insisting that he was straight and not gay, making a song called Virgin with Rage, where he's filmed singing over the Backstreet Boys song I Want It That Way. And instead of it being, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache, it's tell me why I'm stuck a virgin with rage. Okay, so we're getting deeper now. His advertisements caused him to be banned from his community college and banned from the mall once the community kind of started
Take that away.
when they when they started seeing his acts. He got banned from all these community places that he put the ads up. And so he created a phobia of his own called noviophobia, a word he created describing his fear of girls being paired up with boyfriends, making them no longer boyfriend free. So this was a phobia he had. He was scared of girls that got paired up with a boyfriend because it fucked up his love quest. But this Cringelords cringe reached even further, as the college and the mall were not the only places he was banned from. Chris Chan frequented a store called Game Place, a video game store in his town. The patrons would describe him as someone that had temper tantrums and would repeatedly scare little children to tears. He was banned by the owner of the store for having a racist outburst towards a black patron. Chris then decided to make an apology video on YouTube 9 months later, but the ban was still held by the owner. 3 years after the incident, he returned to the store with his mother that has dementia to speak with the owner. This somehow ended with Chris's mom, Barbara, hitting the owner with her car and fleeing the scene, leading her and Chris Chan to be arrested soon after. Around this time, the homophobic Chris began transitioning into a female and changed his name to Christine.
What?
Saying in a video, "I know I was homophobic at the time, but since coming out, I realized I'm a member of the LGBTQ community," thus making everything with the homophobic content acceptable in his mind. Then a tragedy in Christine's world. Sega Genesis decided to change Sonic the Hedgehog's arms from tan-colored to blue, and Christine had an emotional breakdown online, even going as far as to pepper spraying a GameStop employee. Kind of in the stomach, though, not really a good spray, might I add. This resulted in her arrest, regardless of her stunning bravery. The very next week, he went into Walmart, took out his pepper spray, and was then banned from returning from Walmart.
He or she?
He was transgender at the time, so.
Oh, okay.
But I am going to stick with.
This was Christina.
Chris Chan. Yeah, so he turned into Christine, but I'm just going to stick with him as a man because I actually think with what he's doing is disrespectful to trans people, and he's one of those people where it's like, I want to go in a girl's bathroom because I'm trans. It's not because he's actually trans. So that's how I feel about it. There's people that think they should be that they should be gendered as a female, but yeah, I'll get into it more. But I'm just gonna gender him the way I want. I'm not like this guy's like.
Hey, him, yeah. He, Chris, all good. Carry on.
Yeah. So after being banned from Walmart, he was also banned in 2018 from a gaming convention for inappropriate touching and even kissing a person on the cheek without permission. So he's basically going around this gaming convention and like groping people. And yeah, around this time, he was tricked by trolls to shit on the floor and smack himself in the face, and going as far as slapping his elderly mother in the face at one point. Recently, he was using his mother with dementia to ask for money online and promote his Chris Chan products that he was selling. This is around where it turns from a possible victim of trolling, in my opinion, to complete piece of shit past moral description. In the videos where she is asking for money, you can tell she is being coached and unaware of what is really going on. And he is using her for a financial gain and using her for attention. And she is an elderly woman with dementia and the mind of an 8-year-old child, making her a vulnerable person and at risk. It's been proven to be an actual danger, as I will get into shortly. Chris Chan was claiming that he was preparing for the dimensional merge, basically saying that the real world was going to merge with the various cartoon worlds he described and created, and that not everyone would survive when this merge happened, but those that did would be able to meet their favorite superhero that they idolized growing up. Up to this point, you could say he's a victim of the internet, a person that's autistic, has emotional issues, and fell into a dark corner of the internet with trolls that would torment him any chance they got, or even someone that can't stop embarrassing themselves online for attention. Whatever the case is why I'm talking about this now. The dark areas of the internet a lot of us are uninformed about or haven't even passed by yet. Cue to just recently, he was exposed in text messages saying he had sexual relations with his mother. That also led to a phone call that was released online describing the acts in horrid detail, which I listened to, which I wish I didn't, but you can find it online. You can also find the text messages online if you want to dig into this further, anybody listening. It is a web. It is a supreme web. Like when you mentioned Soldier Boy when you first came on here, he is like the Soldier Boy of like fucked up shit. Like if you're like, oh, did someone like do this fucked up thing? I wonder who did it first. He is usually the one that did it first. Like when it comes to the really gross fucked up shit.
The dude fucked his mom. Say no more.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So suspicions of the abuse go back to 2014 when in a tweet he mentions a dream where he had sex with his mother and defends incest relationships. Phrases like the schools can only teach them books, not so much practice, and how a parenting relationship should prevent long-term virginity because he was someone that suffered from long-term virginity and it actually caused him mental issues, as he says in a few videos of his own.
So mama relieved him of that issue.
So virginity
she's not a untouched woman. She had a man touch her before. He tripping. See, he fucked up his own shit.
Oh, you mean so she was in a boyfriend relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. He failed his love quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, AKA his dad.
Yeah, like how the fuck you broke your rule, nigga?
And to top this off, this internet cringe lord, he is currently being housed in a prison with female inmates. He will be there until his trial on September 17th. The Soldier Boy of cringe. Anything I look up, he's done it first. And he is our first internet cringe lord. Will you search for more or will you leave it at that? Let us know in the comments.
That was interesting to say the least. The internet cringe lords. That's like, it's so fucked up, but you know, with fucked up, it naturally kind of intrigues to want to hear more sort of deal. But I won't be personally going out of my way to look for none of this shit. I'm just gonna wait for your segment when you do the internet cringe lord. But man,
hey, yeah,
talk about a fucked up individual.
Hey,
man.
wait? I'm gonna do what Stu said.
Yeah, like
I'll probably look that shit up if I like. If you know how people be like camping or something, they like tell us their scary story. I'll be like, yeah, you know, Chris Jen. This is the story of Chris Jen.
Oh, Chris Chan.
Oh, the shitty slappy motherfucker.
Yeah,
fucks his mom. Yeah,
he's kind of like one of those people like you've probably seen it in the news, but you just didn't notice it was him. So now you'll see like there's memes of like this guy that's dressed up like a woman and stuff, and he's being arrested. That's him. Like this one channel, he has over 30 hours of content that this guy's created where it's just trolls fucking with him. There was beginner trolls would go to this guy to fucking kind of like learn their ways. Yeah,
go to troll university. This is
yeah.
I'm a professor in that shit. I skipped the whole I went straight to master troll, but I didn't realize there was a course that you could take, and this guy was the place to go.
He crazy.
That's
hey, you wanna know what's so funny? That nigga said, I ain't fucking with no black girls. They ain't gonna let me do this shit. I get a black girl, she ain't gonna fuck with me. So nah, I'm gonna go ahead and fuck my mama. Dude, crazy, man. Hey, crazy, man. Hey, crazy.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, crazy. He said,
just go here and fuck my mama.
He said, yeah, Keisha ain't fucking with me. Sarah's not fucking with me. So, Mom! She don't even know what's going on. She done forgot. He said, give me $20 so I can buy more fucking stuff. She gave him $20. She done forgot. Oh, man, he fucked up. Hey, he a sick motherfucker. He nasty, man. He crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The more we know.
Ooh, the more we know. Wow.
That
was...
Whoa, that's crazy.
I can't. That is crazy. So
I feel like I'm forgetting some shit he did. Like
I want to forget some of the shit that he
like
did.
I almost made it a two-parter. There's so much, and there is stuff he does. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking hilarious because people have convinced him to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
bruh, all this shit hilarious. Yes, it's disgusting and gross in all many ways. But this shit funny, bro. Like, if you look at it from hindsight, like, it's a nigga who can't get no pussy, so he down there scared of pussy. But he wants some pussy that never been touched before. So that's some real regular nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody wants some pussy that ain't never been touched before, but it got to be older pussy. So he made it 18 to 22, which was a grown woman now, you know what I'm saying? Which 22 and up is grown to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dude crazy, man. So like he had me at the beginning. Then he said, nah, I can't fuck with no black girls because they gonna cuss me out. They got cousins and brothers gonna pull up. They don't like when I shit and slap myself. But Sarah kind of likes it. Sarah thinks it's cool. And when I do this on the camera, my fucking trolls tell me to do anything. And I fucking do it. My mom doesn't remember. I do it right in front of her. She forgets.
Then he slaps her.
She remembered one time he slapped her ass. She said, why was you doing that shit earlier? He said, what? Fire! She said, nothing, I forgot. He said, no what? Come here, bend over. That's all I just heard of this whole story. This nigga crazy, man. This nigga weird. He said,
I couldn't have summed that up any better.
Hey, the police said, this nigga don't want pussy so bad. We gonna put him in the motherfucking girl jail. The nigga, such a virgin. Everybody in here been touched, Mr. Jen or Chin. Shit. Shit sound like Chris Jenner to me. Just playing. I fuck with Chris Jenner. I mean, I fuck with Kardashian.
Oh, stop. You gotta stop. I can't breathe. Oh,
what we here for?
My
we
stomach.
Here for.
Oh, my stomach and my cheeks. Holy fuck. I haven't laughed that hard in so long. Wow,
hey,
that was funny.
Dude, crazy. You gotta look.
That's a good segment.
That is a good segment.
Look, next time I come back, you definitely gotta bring that back. We gotta hear another nigga.
Yeah, I got a few lined up. That's why I kind of said it's a potential monthly series, because if people are interested in it, I'm gonna take the next month building up the story for the next one. So
yeah, man, I think you're onto something. It's fascinating to me because everything that you come up with, in my opinion, is always a hit. And that's why I leave you to do your own devices every week. So it's like, don't even tell me, just surprise me. And every time I'm pleasantly surprised. Like, that was really good.
Now that I know how this go, I'm gonna find me a segment now. Watch.
Sure. Yeah, Binky's Corner. Anything that Binky wants to talk about.
It's gonna be something. Watch. And it's gonna be, yeah. Because Well, hey, that's crazy though.
That was funny, man. And you have to find a way to. I can't wait till you sum up the next one. Like, I can't wait to hear the next Cringelord, but I can't wait for you to give me the summary of the Cringelord, because that shit was funny as hell. But yeah, we would do at this point what we're listening to and what we're watching currently. I will admit I have not listened to really any music at all this week, and I'm still watching Gotham. So there's mine out of the way. Mike, where are you? Oh yeah, it's a good show, but I'm almost done it. I'm trying to marathon through all 5 seasons, and I'm almost at the end of season 3. So, but Mike, what are you watching? What are you listening to?
So my buddy Buns just dropped another one. He actually put it up on YouTube today. It's called that I Wish That Love Was a Download. And so I want to shout him out. Go check out his music there. He's I shouted him out, I think, on the first video episode that we did. So he's already got a song on our playlist. And I've been also listening to Jamiroquai. I don't know why, but I've been just into that again. Virtual Insanity and Canned Heat gets me in a good mood, gets me ready.
Okay, all right. Quick question: What kind of music is these two?
Okay,
no, Jamiroquai, it's R&B, man.
Okay.
Buns is like a rap auto-tune kind of deal. He's quite certain he's from BC. I could be wrong. We kind of yak back and forth. He's helped me out with a few little ideas. We kind of made music creating music a little simpler. I was taking it with a very complicated route, and just talking to him about it kind of brought it down to that chill, being able to fucking do your thing without having to get all technical with fucking tools and all this shit. And you listen to his music, it's edited fairly well. Like I thought he was like running through the stems and all that stuff with the instrumentals, and he's like, I do sometimes, but most of the time I just run an MP3 and rap over it, man. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, and as for what I'm kind of watching, I guess it would be I got to shout him out because a lot of my information from the internet Cringelord segment comes from Brandon Buckingham on YouTube, and you just basically go to his site. We'll throw it in the links, and he's got a thing on Chris Chan there. So it was very helpful to get the information, and he also linked to the one YouTuber that has the 30 hours of content, which I haven't even grazed on yet. But you start in that video, you can kind of open up the wormhole for yourself, or just type in Chris Chan in Google. Maybe not Chris Chan and Fanta, but just type in Chris Chan in Google. And that's about it.
That's all right. And Bink, what have you been listening to as of late, and what have you been watching on the tube?
I've been listening to ESTG. He just dropped an album called Bigger Than Life, I think. Some shit like that. I've been listening to ESTG. I've been listening to Forever Starlito. So like I listen to Starlito every day.
That is your favorite
and all
rapper.
His albums. I ain't gonna name them all. Yeah, that's my favorite rapper. So I listen to him every day. Probably Babyface Ray. I've been listening to Boozy lately. Oh, like the old Boozy before he went to prison. I've been listening to that lately too. As far as music go, I've been watching on YouTube. I've been really watching Jeep shit. As far as like, cause I got a couple little shit to fix on my Jeep, so I've been really watching that. Different motherfuckers fix it, how they say they fix it. You know what I'm saying? So when I go fix it, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So I've been watching that, and I've been watching the 85 South show. Yeah, cause like whatever the fuck I'm thinking about in my head, I just type it in on YouTube. So like I'll type it in, see where it get me. So it could be. I feel like watching some 2K shit. Then I might watch some YouTuber shit. I might watch some podcasts. I might watch some reaction videos. Like I watch everything for real. But 85 South show for real. If I click YouTube right now, it's gonna pop up 85 South show. It's sports shit.
Well, speaking of YouTube and reviews and whatnot, we do some extra bonus stuff, and we'd like you to stick around to do some bonus stuff. We got a trivia battle that we want you to participate in, and a meme review. So it's been a lot of fun having you on as a guest, and you'll definitely be back again in the future.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to remind our listeners that if they enjoyed this week's episode, to leave us a review on YouTube or Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. Shout outs to our boy Bink that's come on that made this really fun and really entertaining. Shout out to Mike for a really great segment on today's episode. And if you want to join us as a guest at some point and you enjoyed the energy that we had here, then just shoot one of us a DM. We'd like to have people onto the show. I think it added a really fun element to today. And Mike, where can listeners follow you on social media?
You can find me on Facebook. Look up Cutlet House Plays. You can find me on Instagram _Cutlet House _. And yeah, that's about it. Or you can DM me on my Facebook, and I might answer, I might not. We'll see. Depends on my mood.
And then what about you, Bink? Where can people find you if they want to link up with you? You got a Twitch channel, don't you?
Yep. Facebook top side is TOPP side with 2 E's. Instagram Omerta Family 700. That's my new one, so I ain't got no followers or nothing because Mark Zuckerberg. We ain't gonna get back into that. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, that's for the most part. You can find me. My Twitch is Omerta 700 TV. You can go follow me on there. I'll be twitching. I'll be on there streaming sometimes. I might just get on there and talk sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Well, you never know. That's it. But tune into his Twitch channel. Just like you said, you'll find the links into the description. This has been another episode of the Canadian Talkin Shop podcast. I'm Stu Francis, the host.
I'm Mike Berikoff, the co-host.
I'm Bink, and we out.
Have a good one, y'all.